jump in. Hello, hello, my goofy goobers. I've missed you. I hope you've missed me. Hello. Let's go in. Let me say a quick hello to everybody here. Hello, Funny Buns. Hi, Massacre. Hello. Hi, Segan. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Hi, Captain Cupcake. Hello. Wolf. Hi, Ash. Hello. Hi, Chains. Welcome in. Hi, Portal Diver. Hello. Hi, Coda Kittens. Hello. Hello, Heart. Hello. Did I miss anybody? Hi, Jerry. Hello. How are you guys? Hello, Ethan. First and by the way. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Chaos. Hello. Welcome in, my goofy goobers. How are you? I've missed you, and I'm not sick anymore. But god damn it, am I tired? Not in a way of like actually sleepy tired, but just like my brain is mentally exhausted. Missed you like crazy. Oh wait, we watched a spooky show last night. Still missed you. Yeah, yesterday I was okay, so let me tell you guys what I did yesterday. Yesterday, basically, what did I do yesterday? Yes. I cleaned. Okay, so yesterday I felt better. I cleaned and I felt a lot better. So I cleaned the house downstairs, not completely, but I did as much as I could until I was like bleh. And then I started making some TikToks and everything like that, and I was like, okay, we back in the game. Oh, you know? And then after that I sat down and I watched a show with you guys. So if I'm ever lonely, just be sure you're in the Discord, because in the Discord I will be tagging everybody and being like, hey guys, you guys want to hang out at random moments. You'll never expect it. It just kind of happens. So we watched the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry. And that was nice. And I was working on a present. You know, I'm working on sewing some presents up for Christmas this year. So it was nice. I've missed Dragon Ball Z as well. Yes, we will be doing that Wednesday. I was originally going to do it today. However, Shoeonhead dropped a video today. So I'm sorry, call me mommy. She comes first above all things. So we got to do another Shoeonhead reaction. You know what I mean? But everybody new here, if you're new here and you're just tuning in just for the Shoeonhead stuff, please, basic reminder, I will start that at the hour mark. So at the 1 hour mark, we will be starting the Shoeonhead reaction. It will not happen instantaneously, but trust me, it will be worth the wait if you're willing to stick around for the hour. Hello, yesterday I ran Werewolf Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, Gala's Chosen Edition. Hell yeah. Oh, I also forgot another part. I've been sorting through my Pokemon cards, and I found my favorite artist. Kurumitsu is my favorite Pokemon artist, and I need to collect all their cards. It's so good. Hello, my hot tamale darling. Hello, Mixmaster. Hello. Hi, Iverson. Hi, Grantlin. Welcome in, my goofy goobers. Hello. What? Call me mommy show. Oh my dearest Pixie, you will love this shoe video. It's good. It's real good. I cannot wait. Genuinely. Hi, new people. Run before it's too late. No. Shut the fuck up, Chains, before I ban you. If Shoeonhead was a politician, she'd be a populist running under whatever party has the best chance of letting her possibly win some election. Maybe. I actually just finished watching it. Hell yeah, let's go. I obviously have not watched it yet. And so I was like, you know what? She came on and she released a video. I was like, bruh, it's a stream day. Let's fucking go, buddy. Let's go. Hey, Dave, just dropping by to say hello. I'm glad you're feeling better. Watch this video already. It's a good insight into the mindset of young people getting into politics. I don't agree with her on. Oh, okay. Hi, Dark. Welcome in. You know, us, we gotta play your national theme song. Everything but understand. Oh, I don't agree with her on everything, but understand some of her viewpoints. Gotcha. Okay. I'm really looking forward to looking into it and seeing like where it's gonna go. I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope you have a fun Thanksgiving as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you all have a great, amazing, fantastic, fantabulous Thanksgiving. Y'all be safe out there. Hi, Day. Hi, you've been at gaming. How are you? Day, good to see you. I have been hired as a bus driver and I'm going for orientation in a couple of days. Hell yeah, Deathberry, congratulations! Congratulations! There's a reference she's making that'll make you happy. She's learning the animeisms. Hell yeah! Listen, not to the little brother, enjoy time with the pixie. Yes, oh my god, I've been spending so much time with my family. It's been really nice. Honestly, I miss them, it's been nice to catch up on things. I swear they act like I haven't lived here for years though. Like I'm only like at this point I've only been gone a couple months here and there, and they throw it in my face damn near every day. Like, well, you don't really know how we do things now, and I'm like, brother in Christ, I have not been gone that long. You are so dramatic. What? Safe, of course. It's not like I'm hunting wild turkeys with my bare hands. You never know. How's our favorite pixie doing tonight? I'm doing good. What's Sync? How are you? Hello. It's been a crazy few days. Like, I'm finally learning about like what it's like to be doing like Pokemon hunting with my brother and that, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. I missed you, Day. I missed you too. Family do be like that sometimes. Oh, they're so dramatic. They're so dramatic. Sincerely dramatic. What should I call it? Also, Amid, we are not doing any skibbity toilet stuff at the moment. We won't be doing that for quite a while. Sorry. It is what it is. Yeah, we won't be doing that for a while. But on some better news, some greater news, in fact, I need y'all to do a special prayer for me that Gamer Subs accepts me for partnership, because I filled out my partner application today and I realized they ask for all social medias. They ask for your YouTube, your Twitch, your Twitter, your TikTok, your Instagram. So fellas, if you guys could please go to all of my socials, and just make sure you're following on all of them. Follow them all, please. You do not have to interact with me on all of them. Trust me, it's fine. You don't even have to be somebody who's super active on it, okay? Please, just follow me there, bro. Please, especially YouTube. Y'all are my biggest babies. Y'all is my biggest Shroomy army. Please follow me everywhere. Please. Do you have burners at least, Day? I do have burner accounts, but you're never gonna find them. We gonna hear her with the Womp Womp Queen? Hell yeah! You have a Facebook? I have a personal Facebook, but I don't have a Facebook for Tiny Pixie Day, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is. I follow you on YouTube, but I legit don't bother with any other social media. That's completely fine. Do you have MySpace or Skype? No. Shrooms, we have the orders to battle, brothers. Please, listen. I'm not saying make accounts. If you don't have accounts to social media, that's fine. I'm not expecting you to. But if you guys would please just follow me on anything that you do have, I would appreciate it. Yeah, you do not have to make a whole ass new account just to follow me. That's ridiculous. Clausina, hello! How are you? Hello! Welcome in. How are you?
If you do get in, what would your flavor be? I suggest the name Days Pixie Dust. After the dungeon soup. Dust from a virgin pixie.
That would be really cool. Okay, so far the only name I've thought of is Pixie Piñata Punch, but I'm being told I cannot do that, so we're gonna have to figure it out. I'm not really sure what name I would do. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies, Portal. Thank you. Hi, Day. Hi, Kaylin. Hello, Raj. Hello. And even then, I use a First Brain for the map and stats. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, and YouTube. Recently started meeting people on Tumblr. Hell yeah. Raptilos, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Shumi Army. I appreciate you. Hi, Vlan. Hello. Hi, Raptilos. Hello. Oh, fun Funny Buns, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Funny Buns, for the gifted sub. Also, J-Marks, welcome in. Hello. Yandere Day Gamer Sub Slaver. That would be good. That would be good. What else? But within a few years, that may change. The existing users won't be grandfathered anymore. Huh? Too bad. It's harder to maintain or get burner accounts, especially as regulations tighten on social media, like requiring verification or whatever. Yeah, it really is. Hey, Ade. Good luck on the application, Ellen. I know you've got this. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. I really hope. I really want Gamer Subs to be the first company that I partner with. It would be dope. It would be exciting. So fingers crossed, everybody. Any prayers for it would also be very, very welcome, please. Hi, Smile. Hello. How's it going for you tonight? It's going good. How are you? She has enough bad influences? What do you mean? Huh? Salty pixie tears? Ooh. You wired, Wookie hello sends a weird buzz through my brain, but not in a creepy stalkerish way. No worries. Hello! Hello! What's the best dipping sauce for chicken tenders? Either barbecue or ranch with a little bit of ketchup mixed into the ranch. Who put it in chain? What? Also, sup day. What's up, Grizzly? Hello. Hello. Do sacrifices count as prayers? No. Unless it's in Minecraft. Then, okay. Oh, I learned that Twitter was astroturfed its entire existence. What does that mean? What does that mean? Greetings! Hi, Captain Carbohydrate! Hello! Thai chili sauce? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hi, Day! Hi, Lazy Milk! Hello! McDonald's what the? How the fuck do you pronounce that? Szechuan sauce? God, there's back on Twitch. Hell yeah, back to Twitch. I'm tired but feeling great. Have some time off work this week and have been relaxing. Hell yeah, as you should. Y'all relax as much as you can, please. Alrighty, y'all have a good night. I know I say this a lot, but Day streams late and I have work early in the morning. Have a good stream day and chats keep being beautiful. Hashtag Fairy Master Race. Oh my god. Good night, Dark. Be safe. Sweet dreams. Have a great day at work tomorrow. Hi, Daily VTuber Thighs. Hello. Hello. Have you collected any thighs for me recently? Have you collected any thighs that I can enjoy? McDonald's is getting a Grinch meal. Is it in the US or no? Day dragon fruit flavor gamer subs. Ooh, that would actually be really cool. That would be super cool. Also, gotta go. It's morning here and got some work. Have fun day in chat. Bye, Vlan. Bye-bye. You collected my thighs recently? How'd you get them? How'd you get them? Do you want me to squish you between my thighs? Is that what you want? Is that what you wanted? That will be my last gifted sub until next week, trying to keep to a budget. No worries at all. Don't even trip. If you guys can donate. If you can't, don't worry about it. I want you guys to always take care of yourselves first, please, and first and foremost, always and forever. Please. Always take care of yourselves first. I currently don't do any gamer subs, but I'd probably get a pixie shaker. Ew, pixie thighs. Yeah, I mean, first we would have to get the discount code. And you know, the more that you guys use my discount code for things, whatchamacallit? The more that you guys use my discount code, the more likely we are to get a cup in that and different merch and stuff like that. So you guys have to be using my code once I get a code, if I get a code, okay? I read that part. I'm in Texas, so yeah, USA, hell yeah. I went for a walk to come back, seeing Day blushing. What did I miss? Gamer thighs, daily VTuber thighs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for level 1 hype train. Choo choo. Squishing me with your thighs, please, and thank you. Pixie thighs sound delicious. Damn, I sound thirsty. Y'all, what the fuck? I didn't mean to ping you. My mouse wash over your name by mistake when I hit tab. No worries. Whenever you get your discount code, try to pick something funny or easily memorable so people would be tempted to use it for the lulz, even if they never heard of you before. What should it be? What should, guys, okay, if I do get a code with gamer subs, actually, okay, if gamer subs decides to work with me, right, what would you guys like the code to be? No, also not for you. Why? I want VTuber thighs. Don't withhold them from me. An example of such a code, which I won't say the creator of, is like fart jar. You said thighs and we went where? Greetings! Hi, techies! Hello, techie! Hello! Code day? Hashtag or Pixie Queen? Hey, Day, looking forward to your reaction and hope the best on your application. Nothing but love and best wishes. Thank you, Jeremy! I appreciate you! Thank you so much for the $10 super chat on YouTube! Thank you! Code Pixie does? Pixie thighs? Pixie Queen? Maybe code Tiny? I think code Tiny is already used by someone. Hold on, I have to see if the code is available. Okay, thank you. Day Spicy Ramen Stream? Nah. What's your favorite brand of pizza? Mine is Bilbo's, which you won't be familiar with if you live outside of Michigan. My favorite brand of pizza? Papa John's pizza's pretty good. Wish I could donate, but I'm broke. Don't worry. You selling go, but never feel like you're pressured into donating. You guys just being here is more than enough. Code Pixie Thigh saves lives. Use code Pixie Penetrator for 10%. Wait, could Schlong be it? Code what if it's like Pixie Schlong? Pixie Schlong. Is that available? I feel like how about Tiny Schlong? Tiny Schlong! Yeah. Oh, how about the sounds of Betty the Platables? I'm lost. We're talking about gamer subs codes that we're doing. Tiny Schlong Day. I love it. Hi Day. Hi Mitchell. Tiny Schlong Day. Fat Electrician has a video on it. I like Casey's Pizza. Oh. Code not a fairy. You're terrible. You're terrible. I would go with Shroomies. I think Shroomies is already taken. Pixie Power Schlong is available. Can get a load of my schlong. Use code schlong. But I feel like some people wouldn't know how to spell it. You know? Why must your sword be involved? Because I like to get in many sword fights. You know what I mean? Just wah, 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 wah! Sword fight! Oh my god, do you guys want to do a sword fight with me? Would you guys like to be in a sword fight with me? Shroomies is not used right now. Ooh! Okay, Shroomies might be what we pick. Tiny Prick Day. Tiny Dick Day. I haven't had a good sword fight in years. Is that my Pixie Day? Hi, Just Bear. Hello. Code Yandere Pixie. Personally, I just eat whatever frozen pizza is in my freezer. Fair. My second favorite is Machinos. Oh, code Pixie Dust. Is that my... Oh, I read that. The code would have to be simple enough that it's easy to spell and remember when ordering gamer subs. Yeah. How about Pixie Boob Sweat? No. Well, that might be a flavor. Pixie Boob Sweat is a good flavor. Somebody write that down. Write that down. James, you're here. Write that down. Pixie Boob Sweat. Who mentioned me? Who mentioned me? I don't know. It's been so long since I've had a short fight with my schlong. Got it written down. Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm so excited though. I really hope they pick me. Like, listen, I'm not really much of being a pick me girl, but god damn it, am I gonna be a pick me for gamer subs? I literally, every time that we go to conventions, I walk by their booth like, notice me, senpai. Notice me, senpai. Notice me, senpai. You know. Remember, the name for a flavor can be wild. Viana's is plowed and proud. Ooh. Plowed and Proud is great though. That's a great name. Oh, what would it doesn't even have to say like, it doesn't even have to have my name in it. Tiny Pick Me Day type shit. Hell yeah, Tiny Pick Me Day. Let's do it. If you want to be a pick me, just say something nice about your father or wish men a good day on X. I did actually. You know what? Okay. Cause I'm kind of sad that I didn't do like a special video or anything for National Men's Day, but I did make a post, and I'll read you guys because I kind of made a longer post on Discord. I made like a basic post, I think, on X, because I didn't know what to write at the time, but I made a more heartfelt post in the Discord. On Twitter, I put, Happy National Men's Day. I have so many men in my life who make my life better. I hope you all feel loved, valued, and appreciated because you deserve to feel that way. Most of my audience is male, and I am so happy to have a bunch of fantastic men supporting me. I love y'all. So that's what I wrote on X, right? Wait, Day isn't a pick me? Oh, and then on, hold on. Okay, let me see. Give me a second while I load up my ebida. Let's see. Okay. So on Discord, I put, sorry for the double ping. LOL, but I was just informed it's National Men's Day. Most of you are men, and I just wanted to say thank you for existing. Thank you for being here, and thank you for pushing through life. I value you guys so much. Throughout all of my life, I have been surrounded by men who have impacted my life in the best ways. Here are a few things I adore that men do. Their childish, playful behavior. You will always find a group of men, no matter the age, who will play and goof around and be silly willingly. I love men's silly nature, genuinely and like sincerely. Men are some of the silliest people in the entire world, and I love it. I adore it. Honestly, I get really mad when people are like, that's the ick. Like, no, that is something that I love seeing. You know, like I love when guys act really silly, like when they're just doing some stupid shit, like they'll just randomly be at work or some shit and they'll be like playing swords with a broom or something. You know, guys are just silly little guys, just a bunch of silly little guys, and I love it so much. Two, their protective nature. Whether you are protective of your loved ones or your food, I find it adorable. I do find it adorable. I think men are very funny when they are protective. Also very, like, it's very inspiring to me because, like, you have to remember, I'm the oldest in my family. So because I was the firstborn, my dad kind of taught me a lot of things of, like, how to behave and how to, like, act in the world. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was like, he always showed me to be protective, and like, out of everyone in the world, like, who I see the most protective of my family is my dad, and I admire that. I love men's desire and natural ability to be very protective of what they love and cherish, and I think that's something that should never ever be taken away. Number 3, determination to find a solution. Most of the men in my life have sacrificed everything, including their pride, in order to make sure me and my siblings had food and clothes. No matter what position you are in, you can and will get through things. Honestly, there are so many men. There are so many men. Because they kind of feel like, you know, the weight of the world is on them. But what I absolutely adore is, especially the men in my life, my dad, my grandparents, both my grandpas, my brothers, they are willing to do whatever it takes to find a solution in a bad situation. And they will do anything in their power, even if that doesn't make them look good, to be able to find a solution. You know what I mean? Like, whether it could be something very small or it could be something huge. You know, like I remember when my dad, so a little story time about how amazing my dad is, right? Um and I am going to boast about my dad because I'm very, very lucky and fortunate to have my dad be my dad. But my dad, he owned a farm when we were little. And when I was 9 years old, we lost everything. We lost everything because of the drought. He lost his farms. He had two farms that grew crops, and he lost everything to the drought. We lost a car. We lost all of our cars. We didn't have a car anymore besides just a car for my dad to go to work. And it was a very beat up car. He had to sell the Suburban. He had to sell the RV. We literally lost everything. And my dad, because he wanted to provide for me and my family, he started moving sprinkler lines in the winter. So if you don't know what that means, basically in the winter, moving sprinkler lines is the worst job to do of all time. And he would have to get the running water sprinkler lines, because it's still running water in them, right? And he would have to undo them and move them and shift them and all that. And he got frostbite on his feet and his knees for us. And he did that every day in the winter. He came home crying. And everything. He literally was at the top. He was a top CEO, very well respected in the farming industry. And then within seconds, within minutes, it lost everything. And so my dad did that. And I was very, very, very happy that he is where he is now. Because now my dad is a ranch manager for a company. And I'm so proud of him. He's done so much. He's literally worked his way back to the top. He's worked his way back to the top of like the industry again. But that took a lot. That took a lot of hard work and energy. So I'm always somebody, like, when I think of like a strong, like, strength in men, that's what I like look at, and I'm like, my dad did that. So I'm sorry, I know I'm like crying, but it's just, he's so strong. I love my dad so much, and he worked tooth and nail for that. And my mom also did too. My mom stepped up because she was a stay-at-home wife before that. She went out to work at the tomato factories. And she went through some really, really tough jobs. And I think that's why, like, I look at my parents, both of them, my mom and my dad, and I see true strength in them, because they still, like, I remember they had to look through couches at one point to get me through cheerleading camp. Yeah, exactly. What a great dad. He may not have been perfect, but he really does love you. No, and both of my parents do. Like, and that's why I say, like, no parents are perfect. I never think that. But seeing how much my parents were willing to go the extra mile just to make sure we didn't lose out on anything, like, I will always love them and I will always respect them for those reasons. You know what I mean? And so my parents are fucking great. They're fucking phenomenal. My mom really showed me that, and this is where my mom kind of stepped up to the plate as well and showed me what it means to be a wife and what it means to be a lady and to be a woman. Because seeing my dad fall from that, it was hard. It was hard on everybody. But my mom really stepped up to the plate as well and was like, I am your teammate. I am your partner. We are going through this together. If you fall, I fell with you. If you're going to get up from this, you're going to get up with me. Daily VTuber Thighs, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Shroomy Army. I appreciate you. And it truly showed me that she was like, no, I'm staying beside your dad no matter what. And you have to remember, like, my dad's my dad's family, my dad's friends, my dad's business partners, and everyone threw him to the curb. There was a lot of people that threw him to the curb. And my mom was like, I will fight through hell with you. We are doing this together no matter what. We are going to make it through this no matter what. And we are going to give our kids everything no matter what, And I remember, like, when I was little, all I could do, all that I was able to do was to take care of my brothers. So while my parents went out for work and everything, I would be at home and I would be like taking care of the boys. And I was like, damn, dude. Like, at the time I didn't understand, and so I think when I was younger, I was like a very angry kid. I was angry that I had like my childhood taken from me at a point, but I was like, no, like, especially now that I'm older and now that I'm at their age where they went through all that, I have nothing but respect and honor for my parents for what they went through. You have great parents. You'll make someone a great wife and mama someday. I wish I'd met someone like your mom at some point in my life. Every one of my exes have dropped me the moment things became anything less than smooth sailing. A rare love, to be honest. A lot of people would have thrown in the towel. Exactly. I've seen a lot of people throw in the towel. And it wasn't easy. I'm not going to sit here and like lie to everybody and be like, oh my god, it was so easy. There were no tough times. No, it was rough. It was rough, jagged. It was a really slow climb up. You know what I mean? And so it took a lot. It took a lot. It took a lot to rebuild our like family foundation, but my parents fucking locked that shit in and they stuck it out, And honestly, I really admire them for that. Not the anti-men kind, which just builds resentment and makes a critical mass of them more likely to welcome back the anti-women stuff with open arms. Your mom is the true meaning of Proverbs 31 woman. My mom, because my dad went through a really bad depression with that, right? Understandably so. And so my mom would wake me up and me and her would do prayers every morning. Like at, I believe 6 a.m. 6 a.m. every morning we would wake up and we would do a prayer because my dad would have to leave by 4 a.m. to go to work. There's a reason for the richer or poorer is in the oath, and your parents display that. Yeah, absolutely. Hey Day, how's it going tonight? Hi big bro ghost. Hi Genesis, hello, welcome in. Awesome parents. Yeah, no, I love them so much. Well, I'm depressed from Happy Couple Story. I'm gonna get some painting done on my minis later. 6, okay, yeah, your mom is goated. Yeah, no, my mom, because she would wake me up right before she had to go to work. So we would wake up, and because after my dad would leave, my mom would wake me up to go sleep in her room with her. So yeah, it was nice. We would wake up at 6 a.m. every morning and we'd pray. So, very good. Seriously though, bet the real problem with the political climate is in this country is that it's getting poorer for the average person year after year, and nations in poverty or near poverty tend to have more extreme politics. Yeah. And we shrooms will have to make sure they don't have to worry about their girl. Yeah, you guys take good care of me. Um, okay. But, okay, sorry, that got really derailed, but I really had to include that bit of lore into. I feel I feel like a lot of people look at me and they're like, "Day, you're so strong. How did you make it through a lot of the stuff that you've been through in life?" And honestly, I will give a lot of credit to that to my parents because I saw what they fought through and I saw their strength and I was like, I need to be stronger than that. You know what I mean? Emotional side tangent. Exactly. Exactly. Um Lifelong bonds. That's number 4 for why I love men. I am envious of all the men in my life for having the friendships they have with each other. When a man considers you his friend, he will stand beside you through thick and thin with a fierce loyalty, and I wish there was more of that in the world. Honestly, yes. Yes. I feel like a lot of guys in life when they find friends, um they're friends for life. You know what I mean? We don't call them friends, we call them brothers. Exactly. And I've seen that in my dad's friendships and my brother's friendships and everybody's friendships. Like, and it's something I'm so jealous of, you know? Because I always wanted those types of friends. I wish that like the friends I had made when I was young had stuck it out with me. But girl friendships are just very different. So I really really long for that type of friendship. And I thankfully have, I believe, those types of friends now. To be fair, they are all men. So I love you, brothers. My mod team. I love you guys. But yeah, we have a word for it here. We call it mateship. Oh, 7 brothers. That's my dog. I returned from the ads. Welcome back from the ads. And then there are a million things I could add to this list, but thank you for being strong when you don't have to. When you don't have it in you to be strong. Thank you for fighting for those weaker than you. Thank you for carrying a lot of the burdens of this world on your shoulder and still deciding to be a decent man. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Let's have a lifelong bond together forever. You guys will be my lifelong bond. You know? Honestly, yeah. I think it is so easy to be a bad man in this world. You know what I mean? And you guys have decided to be good men. And I'm so grateful for you guys. A little gay, but I'm glad you've got some good mates. Yeah, I'm just a little gay. I'm just a little gay for them. Just a little. Just a wee tad. I always, it's funny whenever we're talking, I'm like, bleh, I was gay. Ew, bleh. That was pretty gay. That was pretty gay on me. Easy to be a bad man and a bad woman, yeah. Oh shit. Is this the Shroomy Army? 'Tis the Shroomy Army! Hi, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zilla! Hello! Little gay for us, mega gay for women. Exactly! Because girl friendship is just different, yeah. Now to lighten the mood, what is your favorite 2D Disney movie? One of mine is Great Mouse Detective. 2D. I don't know. Hold on. 2D Disney movie. Oh, that's so hard. I don't know. There's so many good princess movies. Hold on. Let me look. Give me a second. 2D Disney. I need to look at everything so I'm not like... No, not 3D. I need 2D. Oh, Hercules. No, yeah, Hercules. Hercules! Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to inform
no, don't start it yet, Shoo! Mulan and Tarzan? Yeah. Elle doesn't bully me, let her. Base choice day, Hercules is my favorite too. Hercules is one of the greatest movies to ever exist in all time. I love the OG Mulan. It's peak for real, for real. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Wow, has it really been that long since you saw a classic Disney movie? No, it's just sometimes I forget like which movies there are because there's just so many. I've watched so many Disney movies. Hercules is one of my favorite Disney movies. Hell yeah, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is definitely number 2 for me. I loved Lilo and Stitch. Hercules is the first Disney movie I remember seeing in theaters. Dude, one of my favorite things that I always quote, I'm like, I am a worm, worthless worm. We are worms, worthless worms. I love saying that. It's so great. Mulan, when Disney used to respect their source material. Fun fact, you can date to when it takes place by looking at markings on the pots. That's awesome. If there's a price for rotten judgment, I've already won that. There's no aggravation. I don't know all the lyrics. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at that song. Listen, I don't know why I'm so bad at remembering the Hercules songs, but yeah. Like a Man, that's my favorite song. Be a man, you must be course as a coursing river. I was more of a Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network kid, to be honest. Honestly, I did all of it. I watched it all. I was very diverse in all of it. I loved everything. In speaking of Disney movies, heard there's going to be a sequel of Zootopia, and there's a rumor they know some of their audience as one of the songs of the soundtrack had fursuit in the title. That's crazy. I mean, they did invite Judy Hopps Lover 69 to the opening premiere. What do you call it? I am not surprised. It's like we can't have anything without someone complaining. Still, though, glad the VTuber community sticks up for us the most part. Yeah, we will always stick up for you. Day! Hi, Darth Andrea! Hello! Welcome in. Two worlds in my favorite Disney song. Hold on. Right next to Make a Man Out of You. How could I make a man out of you? Hey Day, I'm not feeling chatty, just gonna watch. Hope you're well. Hi John, no worries. Feel free to drop a lurk. I hope you're doing well. Giving you lots of love, lots of hugs. Fun fact, Mulan is actually more culturally accurate than the shitty 2020 remake. Duh. Dude, that's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing that I hate about modern day movies and everything. I think woke has like genuinely tried to I think wokeness has made people less culturally aware because everyone is too scared to step on toes or anything to do any actual research. There's a lot less appreciation of cultures nowadays than there ever has been before. I think and another thing, like they do a lot of like diversity hires, like if I'm being honest. A lot of people that are very talented in the industries will never get picked out of fear of people being more talented than others. I think the entertainment industry in of itself is very competitive. You know what I mean? So if you find somebody that is of a different like culture or everything like that is very knowledgeable and everything, they don't like you because you seem like a threat. You know what I mean? So they're like, ill, no. But what they will do instead, in order to make it not seem bad, is they'll hire a lot of people that don't deserve to be in positions that they don't feel threatened by. You know what I mean? The major corpos are dinosaurs and hate upstarts. Yeah, exactly. It just really sucks. It really sucks because there's so many people within the world that is very, very, very talented and amazing. But they're just not willing to hire them. They're just really not willing to hire them at this point. If you disagree with them on anything, they'll just cut you, you know? We can't have nice things. Exactly. It was also recorded near the Unger internment camp, huh? The major I read that. Same with Kung Fu Panda 1. They literally had an industry identity crisis. Yeah. It's not Disney, but I saw The Prince of Egypt in theaters. Ooh. Aladdin was my first Disney movie I saw in theaters. That's cool. At least from what I think. Maybe... They literally got rid of all the music in 2020 version. How can you do that? I knew the Mulan was gonna be bad when they didn't include Mushu in it. You know what I mean? I am excited for the new Michael Jackson movie coming out next year. Oh, I'm so excited for that. Michael Jackson, actually, I looked up to him a lot when I was little. I loved watching all the Michael Jackson music videos and everything. Me and my brother and my cousin, we would all like run up to the computer and we would just be watching it. 'Cause this is Thriller night. It's so good. So good. You're right, Day, and I have a perfect example of talent they're missing out on your singing. Thank you. When people diss Jack Harlow, Eminem, NF, Logic, and Andy Mineo, Token, Knox Hill, Upchurch, and McDonald, Adam Cullen, I can go on and on. I could go on and on. People diss on them for being white in hip hop. I think, listen, the way I see it, right? If you cast out a certain race, no matter the race, if you cast out a certain race in a specific type of creative field and you hate on them, you are racist. That's just how it is. It's just how it is, bro. Being creative doesn't mean that it's only limited to certain types of people. You know what I mean? And I think, honestly, if I'm being completely real, I think there's a lot of, I feel like people look at people's race way more nowadays than ever before, and it's quite sad. Like, I hate when people look at me. I hate when people look at me and they're like, Mexican. You know? I'm like, bro, I'm just a person. Oi, easy on the politics. I know. I'm just saying, let's not be racist. Let's just not be racist to each other. Don't look at people for their color of their skin, ever. I think that's pretty common. I think that's common knowledge. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like the fantasy racism. Oh, no, absolutely. Fairies fucking suck. You know? Fairies, fucking knife-eared looking ass bitches. Fuck them. Filthy knife-eared mongrel mutts. Exactly. Okay. Unfortunately, I gotta go have fun and glad I've got to know you and your community. Thanks for having me. Of course, I'm glad you're here. Good night, sweet dreams, and have a great night. Okay. And then what do you call your ears? They're not knife ears. They're like Yoda ears. You realize Riker is a ninja fairy? Riker's a ninja fairy? Who said that? When was Riker ever a fairy? Is Riker a fairy? I didn't know that. Day has an elf versus dwarf level of hate for fairies. Yes. Yes, I do. Fuck them fairies. I hate fairies. Fuck them fairies. Fairy ass looking ass bitches. They don't deserve to breathe. Adorable, that's what you call them? If Pixie was an elf, she'd be on the shelf in the background. Fuck you for that. I will always simp for elves. Hello, my friends. Hi, Carter. Mostly WH High Elves. All Warhammer High Elves. Of course you know this means war, Looney Tunes. Are you sure? Maybe they'll like it. They look like Occupant's ears from Star Trek Voyager. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. What if a fairy was here? We can't be racist to them, to their face, because then they're gonna prove their superiority, and I'm gonna get in trouble. I sent for demigod Percy Jackson did things to me as a teenager. Fair. You know what? Fair. It is, they're cute. Okay, sounds good. I'll take your word for it. Okay, are we at the hour mark? Yeah, we're roughly at the hour mark. Are you guys ready for some Shoeonhead? Oh my god, I just realized I haven't been charging my phone.
A lot of people ask why. Why treat the customer this way? Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Fuck them! That's why. Yeah, fuck them fairies. Do pixies answer to Oberon? No. Well, actually, yeah, sort of. Actually, canonically. Time for Call Me Mommy? Yes, sir! Hold on. I need to plug my phone in to charge. I kind of forgot to do that this whole time. Why haven't you been charging your phone? I'm sorry! Oberon and or Titania. Oberon is for pixies. Titania is for fairies. He's the king of the fae. No. He's Pixie's overlord. That's it. Fuck them fairies. Also, Day, did you corrupt Shoe? Why? Why would you say that? What did I do? What did I do to Shoe? What did I do? I guess you could call them that. I have no idea who came up with the name. Completely off topic, but why do we call quesadillas quesadilla? Why do I not call them cheese tacos? First off, how fucking dare you? Second off, you don't make tacos the way you make quesadillas. It's very different. And second of all, fuck you. Krista from Ferngully might have some words for you. She can come and fight me if she wants. Also, thank you for the hydration! Thank you. When it comes to Fae matters, I think I trust Day on that. Thank you. Thank you for believing me. Hi, Brain! Chase's tacos, cheese tacos that sounds off, yeah. Krista from Ferngully is the fairy I would pick over Day. Fuck you. I can't stand you. Tacos are Mexican hot dogs? Okay. You're banned. Alistar, you're banned. You haven't said a fucking word and now you're banned. Good job. Also, quesadillas means cheese-filled. Like cheese-filled. So it's a cheese-filled tortilla. That's a quesadilla. However, I guess Salvadorians have like a bread called quesadillas. But to me, that doesn't exist. So you could fight with them about that. But to me, that doesn't exist. Sorry, just making a fat electrician reference. Nah, you're still getting banned. And banned. I hear fighting words. Are those fighting words, Papa? I think so, son. I think they may be fighting words. Wait, could a woman become a quesadilla? I mean, if you fill a woman with cheese, I guess she could technically become a quesadilla. I'm always jealous. I've never had Mexican food. Aw, dude. You know what? I need to show you guys, like, me making, like, Mexican food. Like, oh my god, maybe if I make albondigas, I'll, like, record it so that way you guys can see. Day, you got a lot of drive and creativity. You gotta do awesome things. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you. I'm all, what? If you fill a woman with queso, then they become a queso. Does dick cheese count as... No! No! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you think of dick cheese? What is wrong with you? That is heinous. I hate it here. Why does dick cheese exist? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my... My tummy hurts. That's so gross, bro. He really let the intrusive thoughts win today. Woman cheese exists too. Shut the fuck up, Heart. But you know what, Brain? I'm banning you. Actually, that is heinous. That is absolute heinous, horrendous. Why would you be this way? Ugh. Ugh. I feel sick. I win. Ban me. I win. Why are you so... Why are you like this? Why? I feel loopy. I feel loopy. This gross. Why was there a shout out given to Brain? No, but I can't shout him out for that. God damn it! Grizz, you are abusing mod status right now. You are abusing mod status, giving random shout outs to a bitch who don't deserve it right now. He don't deserve that shit right now. Don't ban him, let him suffer with his message. Who gave him a shout out? I feel gross, Pixie. I was told I was allowed to abuse my power, though. Who told you that? Who told you that? Because they lied. They were fucking lying. They were absolutely... This is much worse than before.
Yeah, I agree. This is...
Huh? You with your goldfish ass memory? Well, you can't hold me accountable for things that I've said in the past. I forget what I say. So if I ever say anything cancel worthy, believe me, I forgot about it quicker than you did. On a different note, just saw a TikTok of Day singing about not having nipples and wanting to breastfeed chat. LOL. That is true. But no more talk of dick cheese or Zoran Mundani's aunt will feel even more uncomfortable riding the New York subway. Okay, let us with that we'll go into today's topic. Yay! Today's topic, we are going to be watching Shoeonhead's brand new video. This is Shoeonhead. If you don't know her, she is a beautiful commie mommy. We love her. We adore her. We would do anything for her. we are going to be watching How Did This Happen? Epstein, Fuentes, and the Democrats' Revenge. Or how I would like to say it, Epstein, Fuentes, and Democrats, oh my! You know, the things you have to fear in the woods. Hey! 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 I'm sorry! It was a joke! It was a joke! Oh, god damn it. Wait, Day, who is the VTuber on the recommended 4 down? Me! That's me! Everybody say hi, Day, hi! And what happens when you abuse the power of Shenron? Got here right on time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jazz hands. Monty Python, and there was much rejoicing. Okay. Let us get into today's video, though. I know Shoeonhead dropped this 6 hours ago. We always react to it once it drops, and then we do a edited down version of it later on. So that will come within the next week or so. Give us a week or so to edit it, get it out there for YouTube. So, everybody, say it with me now. Hello, YouTube! Hello! Hi, YouTube! Welcome in! Today we are watching How Did This Happen? Epstein, Fuentes, and the Democrats' Revenge. By Shoeonhead, by our lovely, beautiful Kami Mommy. Honestly, she's looking even more like a delicate flower in this video. I don't know. I need to learn how she curls her hair, because I wish my hair could curl like that. Enough about politics. Now it's time for politics. Exactly. Also, YouTube, a few announcements for the YouTube video. Please join the Discord. We are doing Minecraft servers. We are doing community nights. Join the Discord. Another little thing that we are going to do, we are currently as well trying to get my numbers up on all of my social media platforms so gamer subs can maybe partner with me. So please, if you have not already, make sure that you have followed me everywhere in all of the links below. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Fuck, where else am I? I guess I'm technically on Blue Sky, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. That's technically it. So join me and have fun with me, please. I got banned from Instagram. You probably deserved it. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Just joined your Insta. Thank you. There's a chance to apply right now. Yes, sir. There's a chance to apply for Gamer Subs partnership right now. Yeah, also, we're very close. We are actually very close. Hold on. We are very close to hitting 2,000 subscribers on Twitch. Look it up here. Hold up. We're gonna do this really quickly. Give me a sec. Give me a secky sec. We are currently at 1,964 followers. So please join. Did you send in the request then? Yes, I did. 36 more followers. Yes, 36 more followers to hit 2K on Twitch. Please! You don't even have to be there. Just do it, man. Please! Okay. Anyways, let's get into the video. Let's get into it. Oh shit, even Day is feeling spicy today. Necron, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Shumi Army. I appreciate you. Thank you. Likely just a ploy by Meta to get people to scan their faces or present their ID. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if I would ever join Facebook. But yeah. Alrighty. Blue Sky equals Mus Ellie. I'm watching this on YouTube right now, but hi to future me anyways. Hello! Alice Stair Kane! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Shimmy Army. I appreciate you. We're getting closer and closer by the second. Don't miss your chance to be with my first 2K followers on Twitch. Ha ha ha. Alrighty. And if you are on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to me, why haven't you subscribed to me? Is your mom a whore? Because if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, well, guess what? Your mom's a whore. And if your mom is a whore, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Do you require therapy? That's perfect. Then you should join the Discord server, because we all have trauma bonds in there. Anyways, let's get into the video. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to inform you that the rumors are indeed true. The Democrats have struck back. In the New Jersey governor's race, the Democrat won. In the Virginia governor's race, the Democrat won. And in the New York City race, Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani defeated Andrew Cuomo to become the next mayor of America's largest city. But the question on everyone's mind is, was it just a fluke? Just easy wins in blue cities and states? Or is there something more to this? Is this a sign of things to come? Is the Democratic Party finally turning their losing streak around? Are they actually listening to the people now? Did they finally learn their lesson? No. Thanks for watching.
Yay!
The last 3 videos about electoral politics were warning the Democratic Party that young men were moving right because the party f***ing sucks and was becoming the young men eat and die movement. Spanking the Democratic Party for losing because they elected one of the most unlikable shittiest candidates while offering absolutely nothing.
Oh, is it muted? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Video audio? Yes, audio is low. Okay, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am
now that's too high. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we gotta find a good middle ground.
Here to inform you that the rumors are—
Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're fixing things. Do it again, from the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to inform you that the rumors are indeed true. The Democrats have struck back. In the New Jersey governor's race, the Democrat won. In the Virginia governor's race, the Democrat won. And in the New York City race, Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani defeated Andrew Cuomo to become the next mayor of America's largest city. But the question on everyone's mind is, was it just a fluke? Just easy wins in blue cities and states? Or is there something more to this? Is this a sign of things to come? Is the Democratic Party finally turning their losing streak around? Are they actually listening to the people now? Did they finally learn their lesson? No. Thanks for watching. My last 3 videos about electoral politics were warning the Democratic Party that young men were moving right because the party f***ing sucks and was becoming the young men eat and die movement. Spanking the Democratic Party for losing because they elected one of the most unlikable shittiest candidates while offering absolutely nothing to voters. And defending the voters from the wrath of a bunch of liberal streamer man-children calling the voters stupid and evil for daring not to vote for Hillary Clinton and brownface. But the thesis for all 3 of those videos was basically the same. As the right embraces working-class populism, the Democratic Party and the left will continue to fade into irrelevancy. But as I also predicted in those last videos, there might be an eventual pendulum swing, and it might be happening much sooner than I predicted. Like, how did we go from Republicans winning the popular vote, in part thanks to a lot of the young people voting, to a bunch of data showing those same young people dropping their support for the GOP already? But the interesting thing is, those young people don't seem to be moving to the Democratic Party either. Where are they going? And do the Democrats have a plan to scoop these people up? Yes, they do, and they called it, I'm not kidding, deciding to win. Deciding to win, as if the whole time they have just been simply deciding to lose. It was a choice, guys. They changed their mind and they want to win now. In this video, I will talk about why I think Zohran Mamdani won. We will go through the Democrat Party's plan to decide to win. We will briefly talk about the rise of the political commentator Nick Fuentes, the MAGA Civil War, and what I like to call the inevitable rise of shoesalism. If that sounds interesting, stick around. If it doesn't, you can leave. It's not like I'll miss you or anything, but Baka. I know a lot of you are—
It's not like I'll miss you or anything. Baka. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Dude, I can't. Dude, if Shoe ever makes a VTuber model, that shit would be fucking iconic. That would be iconic. Shoo, I know the perfect person who would love to make your VTuber model. Just let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up, please. I promise you, free of charge. She's learning, Pixie. As she says baka a lot. Yeah, baka? Anata wa baka. Nuxanor has offered to help her get one. Ah, damn it. I know he knows. Damn it. Well, yeah, you know what? I'll throw my hat in the ring. If you want one, let me know. I still feel like she's gonna get a VTuber model in the works. It would be hilarious. I think she should capitalize on it 1,000%. Also, Pixie is tsundere? Yes. Every VTuber has offered. Fair. At least I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. At least I gotta throw my hat in the ring. Yeah. It needs to be her Christmas gift to all the VTuber reactors. Dude, for real. I just checked your profile on YouTube. You only have a link to your Twitch account and nothing else. You should put the links to your other socials in there. Oh, okay. I'll definitely do that. Thank you, Watson. Okay, let's go back. Honestly, I really agree, though. I think majority of people in this nation in general are pretty in the center. I think most people are pretty, like, there's like the black, the white, and then the gray. I think we're in the gray zone. I think majority of people are in the gray zone and not really like understanding that they are in a gray zone of politics. You know what I mean? Thank you for the hydration. I feel like a lot of people are in the gray zone because I feel like when I talk to people in general, like on either side, I can find ways to like talk to like either side and be like, oh yeah, we both agree on this. Oh yeah, we both agree on this. Most people, I think, tend to be in the center. Shrew, 10 million subscribers, VTuber Shrew has taken over. Day, what have you done? You know what? Fair. Valid. I think that's a normal thing to do. Yeah, I think it's normal. I think it's really good to, like, never be too radicalized into either party. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where you should be. As just, like, a normal person, I think you should genuinely just look into both sides from this, like, middle ground. And base your reasonings of, like, voting based off of what you think is right after looking at both sides of the party, not just one. Do not feed into the cycle. You know what I mean? I think it's really bad to be in echo chambers of politics in general. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just really bad to be in echo chambers in general. You should never be in an echo chamber. It should just be somebody that, like, looks at both sides of things. Yeah, don't swing too far one way or another, especially if you are afraid of dictators or authoritarians, for real. Only in the Pixie echo chamber. Hell yeah, that's the best one to be in. That's right. I would consider myself in the most people group simply because I haven't voted for jack squat. Fair enough. Do not get lost in the sauce. No political party will ever care for you as much as your family will. No one will ever care for you as much as you will. No one will ever care for your future family more than you will. No one will ever care for your loved ones more than you will. So no matter what, you should always think everybody in this world is evil and out to get you, and you should be like, okay, but what is the best option? You know what I mean? I feel like I think that is a very, very neutral way of going about it. You know, everyone in the world hates me. It's me and my family and loved ones against the world. Who's gunning for me and which one does the least amount of damage? That's what it should be like. You know what I mean? And I think that's what most people should do. I voted for Jesus, lol. That's how I am. Fair enough. Yeah, don't be one of those that cuts off family and friends just due to their political alignments. Oh, absolutely not. We have mandatory voting here, so it keeps things in the center. I like the fact that fact here. Understandable if it's in the straw that broke the camel's back and we're just looking for a socially acceptable excuse. Bad luck. But what if I don't care about myself? Just kidding. You better care about yourself. You better care about yourself, god damn it. Care about yourself. Love yourself. You deserve it. People shouldn't swing at all, because relationship failures. If we had that here, I would just write myself in for everything. Vote for Tiny Pixie Day for president next year. Or when is the next when is the next election? Fuck. It just happened last year. So in 2028? 2026? Oh, okay. So wait, it's happening in 2026? I think it's 2028. Yeah, I think it's 2028. Vote Tiny Pixie Day for president 2028. Make gooning great again. Thank you very much. Hell yeah.
Plan to decide to win. We will briefly talk about the rise of the political commentator Nick Fuentes, the MAGA Civil War, and what I like to call the inevitable rise of shoesalism. If that sounds interesting, stick around. If it doesn't, you can leave. It's not like I'll miss you or anything. Baka. I know a lot of you are not very interested in politics. You come here for the fun Reddit slop, the men versus women content. Yeah, I know. But unfortunately, politics kind of seeps into your lives whether you want it to or not. So you might as well be entertained when you hear about it and have some fun with it when you can. And I just so happen to have the perfect app for that. So before we get into this political deep dive, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, one of my favorite sponsors to work with, Ground News. Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers a transparent and easy way to read news from all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias that helps you understand the full story and makes sure you're getting both sides. One of my favorite features on Ground News is the blind spot feature, which shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here is a story about how the White House apparently intervened in an Andrew Tate federal probe. 29 news sources covered this. 86% of them were left-wing. None were right-wing. Ground News also makes it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias can affect framing. For example, this feud between Elon Musk and Billie Eilish. This right-wing headline reads, "Elon Musk claps back at Billie Eilish after she slams him for hoarding wealth." And this left-wing article frames the same story as, "Elon Musk's comebacks are as flat as his attempts at jokes." Very different vibes going on here. I have been using Ground News since 2021 because it is just a great and fun way to keep up with the news. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen, or use the link in the video description down below. It's only like $5 a month, which is basically the price of like a coffee. You can also gift a subscription to somebody. Just select the Vantage subscription, add a customized gift message, and Ground News will send it straight to their inbox where they can activate it. The perfect Christmas present for your out-of-touch uncle who gets all his news from Facebook. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Right? Now, let's get back to the video.
Thank you, Shu. Honestly, that does seem very, very nice. Like I said, avoid echo chambers at all costs, guys. At all costs, avoid them. So you know what? I've been meaning to download it. I really need to download the app.
For those of you familiar with the Shoeonhead channel, you know I've harshly criticized the Democratic Party for all my career. Some say too harshly. Frankly, I don't care. And some say I'm not harsh enough on the Republicans. First of all, true, but let's be honest. That's not why you come here. You go to Kyle Kalinske for that. Just like you go to Destiny to see opinions you can hear on CNN, or to Hassan for dog training tips. You come here to hear, golly gee willikers, I'm left-wing and the Democrats have gone crazy. That's the shit you're here for. But are the Democrats actually getting their shit together? Or did they simply get lucky in a few blue areas? One of those blue areas being my city, New York. where Democratic Socialist candidate Zohran Mamdani won the election and will become the new mayor. And a lot of people are like really confused about how this happened. And if you're one of those people, you really need to keep watching. If you don't understand why Mamdani won, I'm sorry to say, but you're kind of like the liberals in 2016 who didn't understand why Trump won. It's actually extremely understandable why Zohran Mamdani won, and it's not just because New York is full of commies or whatever. He is objectively the best Democratic candidate that they've had in a very, very long time. Like, I know the bar is in hell there, but he's young, he's energetic, he's charismatic, and people are really tired of the White House doubling as a retirement home. And of course, I like many of his economic policies. I like the universal childcare thing, the transportation, flipping off the Christopher Columbus statue. That's the shit I don't like. Bitch, that's our fucking guy. He was a brave Italian explorer who discovered America, and in this house, Christopher Columbus is a hero. End of story. I've said this many times.
Her Italian came out. That's amazing. He's a motherfucking hero. All right, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, Shoe. I see where your fighting spirit comes from. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. The Italian, and I will say, it is very concerning, and I'm going to say this on a broad note. I hate how most of our government, right, is old, but the reason I hate that is because so many of them don't understand how the internet works. Can we all agree, no matter what side you're on, left, right, center, doesn't fucking matter. Everyone is fucking old. Everyone is goddamn fucking old, and it's annoying. I hate seeing them trying to do shit on the internet and they don't know a goddamn thing. And then they get super cozy to people like fucking Zuckerberg just to be friends with them because they're like, this is a young person that understands how the internet works and they could probably fix my Ethernet cable or something. And that's just bad. It's just bad. Most of them don't know. Put an age limit. They need an age limit. I'm sorry, but the fact that our presidents nowadays aren't in the fucking ripe age of like 40s to maybe like at least 40. I think people in their 40s should be president. You see, Dave, when someone becomes a politician, they stick in there because they have 70 years of ass licking to garner their position. Exactly. It's bullshit. Like, bruh. Like, why? Like, dude, I'd be okay with like 40-year-olds being in power. Anything over than that, I just feel like, bro, you're fucking pushing it. I'm sorry, but they don't understand. They don't understand the world anymore. So many old people don't view like streaming or social media as a job. You know that? Do you know how many old people don't view streaming in that as a job? It's concerning. JV Guitar! Hello! Welcome in. Welcome in, first time chatter. It's not about the people's opinion, it's about the sass licking. Yeah. JV Guitarworks, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Shumi Army, I appreciate you. They're 1 foot into the afterlife already. Exactly, they're already taking their medications. It's rough. I don't know, I'm horrible at math and I have a hard time remembering. That doesn't mean you're not smart. Yeah, we should put an age cap on the presidency at the very least. Exactly, we really should. I think your 40s should be the latest age you should be to be a part of that. Of course, they're confused at any job that isn't secretary, fish catcher, butcher, or insurance seller. Dude, you don't understand, okay? I've never felt so out of touch, okay? And I don't think anybody has ever felt so out of touch with the older generation as we do nowadays. And the reason for that is because the older generation nowadays, they think that we can get a job by simply walking in and saying, hey, I would like a job, please. I'm willing to work, right? And they would just give us the job instantly. No! That's not what happens anymore, Grandma! Okay? It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. It fucking doesn't. And, like, we have so many struggles, and I think that's what really sucks, because the people that are in power right now, they are not family builders. Like, you have to remember, at the start of our nation, the start of our country, it was mainly young people that were fighting for their families, fighting for their loved ones to be able to create a family. They were new. They were fresh blood. All right? They were new on the scene. They had never gone really deep into politics, but they were trying their best because they had a family, and that's what made it great, was because they could relate to the current society and current society type of state of the fucking people. We are the people. That was the whole thing. Being able to feel like you understand the people, and that's why people were put into power. However, with the current people that we have in office, no matter where, okay, most of them, they don't know what it's like to try to raise a family in this situation. They don't know what it's like to buy a house in this situation. They've had their fucking house for decades at this point. They are the ones that are over here fucking Airbnb-ing their houses, renting out their houses nonstop, okay? These are people that already have lived their lives. They have lived their motherfucking lives already. They don't know what it's like trying to start their lives. And because they don't know what it's like to start their lives in the modern day and era in society, we do not have anybody that is willing to fight for the young families, that are willing to fight for the young people of our nation. That is why it is harder and harder and harder for us to feel any type of, like, I feel like all of us that are young are just feeling helpless more and more by the year, because we genuinely have nobody that is willing to speak out for us, that understands us. There are so many people that look at us and they're like, you're young, Sonny. I'm like, no, we're not young. We know what we're talking about. We are not fucking stupid. Stop looking at 20-year-olds. Stop looking at 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and 40-year-olds as if we are stupid and dumb and have no idea what's going on in the world. We know. We are trying to figure out a way to make things better for our future. You know what I mean? They bought their houses for chewed up bubblegum and a paperclip and a bushel of wheat. Exactly. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Exactly. Exactly. Day 2028 for president. War against the fairies. Pixie Day 2028. Or Arizona governor. Dude, at one point, I really was thinking of going into politics, and I'm just like, nah, bro, I can't. You know what is the solution for that day? Go to your local representative and join in the party. That's the problem, though. Even when you go in, right, even if you go in today to try to get involved, there are so many branches and areas and hoops that you have to jump through in order to even get a voice out there for yourself. And that's what really fucking sucks. You know why people run for presidency? Do you know how much it costs to run for presidency? Hold on. Oh shit. No. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. How much does it cost to run for president, for U.S. president? Okay. Mind you, this is the first place that I'm looking up to. Running for the president of the United States costs a minimum of around $10 million for low-budget grassroots campaigns just to access ballots and get basic operations off the ground, while top-tier contenders now routinely spend over $1 billion seeking victory, with costs continuing to rise each election cycle. I don't know about you, but I don't know a single motherfucking person that is in their fucking 20s to 40s that can use that much amount of money, that has that much amount of money. The advertisement alone will cost you millions. Exactly. It's fucking bullshit. Wasn't there a dude who spent like over $1 billion and didn't even win his state? Yes. I know a few, but it's all their parents' money. So basically, we're guaranteed to end up with fossils and rich elites running our nations. Exactly. And what built our foundation? And this is why I say history is so motherfucking important for you. Okay, I don't care for all you fucking little nerds that are like, oh my god, actually history is fake. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm just saying history is lessons to be taught over and over again. Okay, back when this nation was started, it was started by a lot of poor immigrant people. It was started by a lot of people that were here with nothing but the boots on their saddle. All right, their boots and their saddle. That's all they had. That's all they fucking had in their time. That's why they were so understandable and they were so relatable to the average person, because it did not cost billions and billions of dollars in order to be picked. This is bullshit. And I'm sorry, I know I'm getting really passionate about this, but you don't understand how much the younger generation now is just willing to vote in whoever is young into office just because of their youth. Because maybe they'll understand me just a little bit more. But you have to understand, everybody in America right now, you have to understand, if they are able to get into office at this point in their lives and they are young, I have a rude awakening for you. They are probably rich elites, okay, that have had their mommy and daddy's money since the ground up. They don't know what it's like to live like us. They don't know what it's like to have farming families. They don't know what it's like to have people that are working at fucking McDonald's, at Best Buy, at all these other places. They don't know the meaning of a dollar. And this is a problem. Most of our government nowadays does not understand the worth and value of just $1 and how much that can change a person's life. Just a measly motherfucking dollar. So many people just fucking throw it to the wind at this point, and it's insane. It is insane. And I'm sorry, I know I'm getting super passionate about this, but I have to be honest. This shit bothers me. Dave just reminded me that Trump went to work at McDonald's for a day, put the fries in the bag, bro. And they sure as hell don't know what it's like for a poor or working class person to be disabled or have a family who are. Exactly. They don't know what it's like. They don't. And everybody needs to understand that the politicians that we have nowadays, whether right, center, or fucking left, it does not matter. They don't know what it's like to be like you. They don't understand. So please, no matter what circumstances, stop idolizing politicians. Stop. They don't know what it's like to be like us. They not like us, quite literally. All right? Because of their youth and their penchant for promising people the moon, even if those premises absolutely cannot be kept. Exactly. Sorry. Who idolizes politicians? You'd be surprised. So running for office when? Nah, my record's not clean enough for that. Do you know how many times I've said I'd suck people's toes? You think they're gonna vote me in for office after I've said on live stream multiple times I'm going to suck someone's toes? Don't be. This is why I adore you. Thank you. Politicians have said worse. Yeah, true. Fair. To be fair, they may not say it, but they definitely have sucked toes. Absolutely. Day AOC is a politician you can manage. I can't say what I want to say, but you already know how I feel about that. I'd vote for you, Commander. Thank you. Thank you. Like, genuinely, if I were able to go into politics, I probably would have. I just don't know if I personally could. Not because I don't think I could handle it. I do think I could handle it. I just don't know with my, like, I don't know. I don't know if I could. We need the first major politician admitting to toe sucking. Don't compare our girl to AOC. That woman is trans. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I know she... Okay, that was a tangent because she said about McDonnie being young and feeling more relatable with people, and I genuinely do think that was a case and factor for this. People are willing to vote for younger people just because we're tired of old heads being in office. We are genuinely, sincerely tired. You don't want me for any position of power. I have some very not nice ideas that I would implement on... I don't know what that was. We've already had Bill Clinton and his cigar fetish. No worries. If I became a politician, I would troll everyone, raid E for everyone. Some neat trick, practically paywalling office. Yeah, they really are. They are paywalling office. And it's ridiculous because they just want everybody that's rich to stay in power at this point. Like, unironically. Like, it's very concerning.
Flipping off the Christopher Columbus statue, that's the shit I don't like. Bitch, that's our fucking guy. He was a brave Italian explorer who discovered America, and in this house, Christopher Columbus is a hero. End of story. I've said this many times, but I don't think the good left-wing policies can even exist alongside the bad left-wing policies. Like, I don't know how you can have free transportation, but also be soft on crime. Like, I don't know, like, in what world does that work out? You can't have nice, clean, free transportation if a bunch of drug addicts and violent felons are going around stabbing people and setting them on fire. You can't have nice things if you don't have rules to enforce those nice things.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's always such a breath of fucking fresh air when I go back to visit my family in the suburbs of Long Island and I go to the CVS and the fucking toothpaste is free from their plexiglass prisons. I shouldn't have to wait 10 minutes for some poor wagey to come unlock the cagey so I can buy fucking shampoo. We don't have to live that way. Maybe he'll do great, or maybe he gets into power and immediately cucks to the establishment like some other people. I don't like to talk about it.
No, I gotta see that again.
To the establishment like some other people.
No, hold on. Sorry.
Poor wagey to come unlock the cagey so I can buy fucking shampoo. We don't have to live that way. Maybe he'll do great, or maybe he gets into power and immediately cucks to the establishment like some other people.
Shoe. I want to say things, but I can't. I know when I must bite my tongue. I cannot make a political alignment. I cannot do it. Sama, hold me back. Sama, hold my hand. Hold my hand. Okay. I'm sorry. I know. Okay. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna bombastic side eye, right? That's.
Maybe he'll do great, or maybe he gets into power and immediately cucks to the establishment like some other people. I don't like to talk about it. I just don't know how the hell anyone thought Andrew Cuomo was going to win. He killed a bunch of grandmas during COVID.
As you admitted this week, you personally altered the state health department report to undercount the death total, to hide the death total, and then evaded and lied to these families for 5 years. So
you killed a shit ton of people. Bro, what? Plus, he doesn't even live in New York City. He doesn't live in the city he's running to be mayor of. Cuomo just kind of expected to win based on name recognition alone and being like, hey, at least I'm not the other guy. Sound familiar? Trump actually offered a vision. Make America great again. Mamdani offered a vision, a New York City you can afford. So people took a chance on him. People wanted something different. Andrew Cuomo, he had no vision or anything. Oh man, I love tuning into a debate about New York City, and 80% of it is about another f***ing country.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first?
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
I would go to Israel.
I'd make my 4th trip to Israel.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel?
That was the exact moment I knew Zoran was going to win. Bro,
Honestly, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Honestly, if I were to see out of all the candidates, I would want the person that also loves my place of living. Like, I would want somebody who loves my city, who loves my state. That is what we want. We want people that love our nation. I'm tired of people who don't love our nation. I'm tired of it. Not gonna lie, that was a good response. It was. It really was. Dude got it just from that. Literally. Makes me want to vote for him, and I don't even live there. Exactly. Why is mayor visiting other countries on official business? Exactly. It's the Show Me Army. If you love our place, if you don't love our places, why the fuck would I vote for you to take care of it? Exactly. Holy crap. Like, guys, there's other nations instead of Israel, and America is big enough. America has 50 states. I've only been to 5. Exactly. USA. 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 Exactly. He literally went, I'm just a girl argument to hiding deaths, bro. That's terrifying. But that's too real. Yeah. And listen, you have to realize a lot of these people are so evil because they're not realizing they're not realizing that their decisions affect the average person. Their decisions can literally give life or take away life. Genuinely and sincerely, that is what politics is. Just that stuff is why the current guy in Oz won a few months back. Super pro Aussie. Yeah. He already folded like a lawn chair. It's okay, you already started in Cali, let the liberal flow through you. Huh? Okay. Every politician suffers all the consequences of the policies and the benefits. And the most obvious was how the last government shutdown that happened to shatter records was handled. To be slightly fair, sometimes governors send mayors on international trips in order to trying to lure a major foreign business to the state. Yeah, no, and they could, but, you know, I don't know. Yeah. I think it's very cause and effect, but if you're the type of politician that constantly doesn't want to be in the state that you, like, are running, there's a reason for that, you know?
Hard to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel?
That was the exact moment I knew Zoran was going to win. Bro was just surrounded by NPCs. I love how they're like, where would you go? And Zoran was like, I'm gonna stay here. And instead of being like, no, Zoran, the question was, where would you go? They're like, why wouldn't you go to Israel? Like, that's the answer to the question. Like, that's just the default answer to that question.
Yeah, no,
His win
exactly.
was very much in part a direct response to the affordability crisis that many Americans are facing. So what is the GOP's answer to the affordability crisis? Oh, great news, guys. There is no affordability crisis. It doesn't exist. It's all in your head, silly. Need to save money? Simply don't buy your grandmother a Christmas present this year.
Budget. You need a plan. Also remember, adults don't need gifts, okay? Focus on the people in your life who are age 3 to 18. Grandma doesn't need slippers. If they don't live by you, don't get them a gift. Now's not the time to spend and break the banks.
Zoran's win was also
You know what? You know what? You know what? I hate the media. I do. I fucking hate the media. I hate it so much because you're going to sit here and tell me this bitch is broadcasting this fucking news to everyone. I am so sick and tired of people that have a ton of money looking down on people that the average person in our life, the average person just looking at us and being like, actually, you should just like stop buying things for yourself. You should stop buying things for the people that you love. Stop doing any of that. You shouldn't want that. You shouldn't want to vacation. You shouldn't want to travel. You shouldn't want any of that because you can't afford it. Sorry, brokey. What the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry. I'm very mad right now. I'm very mad right now. Rich people have a mental problem, I believe. And this is what I say, so many people are out of touch with fucking reality. They are out of touch with reality. And it is a shame, and they should feel ashamed and disgusted. I am so tired. We don't bully them enough. I'm sorry, but we don't bully them enough. We don't call them fucking Nepo babies enough. We don't do any of that shit enough. We don't fucking trash on them enough. We really don't. It's going to get to a point where people that are poor are going to be so angry at the world. They are going to make bad decisions. Am I saying that they should? No. No, I'm not. You should never act impulsively. However, I understand where people are coming from when they are demanding change, okay? There was a reason why we voted that, like, people voted the way they did, you know? We can't afford anything. I can't afford shit. I can't. My brothers can't afford houses. There's a reason why there's a population like decrease is because we cannot afford children. We genuinely cannot afford children in the modern era. We can't afford a house. We can't afford a car. We can't afford fucking anything, bro. $20 has never felt like $5 more than it does nowadays. $20 nowadays feels like $5. Kenzie boy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Shroomy Army. I appreciate you. $100 feels like $50 or $25. $100 feels like $25 nowadays. $20 is one meal at a fast food restaurant. If you're lucky. My brother-in-law spends $600 just on groceries. Dude, my family spends $650 a week on groceries. Bro, I was talking to my IRL friends and he said, and I quote, even being friends is being expensive. It is! Having friends, having relationships, having anything to do besides just work and barely survive is expensive. Trying to do anything, trying to watch movies, trying to fucking do anything nowadays is expensive. Trying to watch anything nowadays is expensive. It's fucking ridiculous. Remember all the little snacks you could buy with $20 in the past? Bro, my brother asked me, Day, can I have money to buy snacks? I dead ass gave him $60. And I was like, here, go buy snacks, whatever you want, right? And he was like, he came back and he had $30 left. And he's like, why'd you give me so much money? And I almost cried because I thought I set him with not enough money to get snacks. I was like, bro, I can't believe you were able to get all that with $30. Thank you. Thank you for not wasting every bit of it. Like, genuinely, it was so bad. It's so bad. Like, I don't even realize how much things are nowadays, because I'm just like expecting it to be expensive. I mean, I don't think the gift should be the only way, but it's just the most obvious way. Idiotic take. Gifts are how you indicate to people that you care about them. Obviously, it's not needed to show you care, but I'd say it's a part of it at least. It's not needed. Giving gifts is never a requirement, right? Giving gifts to people is never a requirement. However, it is natural for you to want to give to the people that you love. And when you start decreasing people allowing them to give to people they love, when you start fucking with the people that they love, it's starting to affect the people that they love. It's going to come and bite you in the ass. It's going to come and bite you in the ass so quick, because people are not typically radical, right? But when it comes to it affecting the people they love and care about, oh, you're gonna know. The government is going to be up in shambles. This is the exact, okay, this is exactly like how it was in France, where they were like, let them eat cake. And the people rioted, bro. The people rioted. I bet you, I swear to God, just a few politicians, just a few of the elite tops saying, oh, actually, it's not that expensive. Get better, broke boy. Listen, there's a reason why everyone attacked Pokimane when they said, oh, you can't afford $5. Just say you're broke. If you're broke, just say that. If you're broke, just say that. The reason why people were so mad is because when you start mocking people for not having enough money to spend in general, they are going to uprise. They are going to make an uproar about it, and they are going to beat you into the ground for it. You make fun of the poor, you make fun of people that are broke, you make fun of us, like, we will go feral. That's just how it is. Because you are thinking that you are so much better than me, and you're not. You're not. Because at the end of the day, no matter how fucking rich you are going to die, just like everybody else does. You're going to end up in the fucking ground. And I hope people realize that. Dude, do you know the tax rate that caused the French Revolution? Bet chaos get even worse once the government starts going broke and dropping their social programs and grants cold turkey. Yeah. Shit gonna get spooky soon. Yeah. Stay safe, guys. Genuinely stay safe. James really out here threatening people with a good time. What are you guys talking about? And she did it again with her stupid, expensive cookies. Yeah. It's getting bad, and shrinkflation is a thing that's been getting worse over time. And I'm starting to be a more self-sufficient, do-it-yourself kind of person. Yeah. I don't own a car, but to the people who drive me around, yeah, I'll be mad for them. This is gonna sound wild, but as a Christian, I think we're legit in the end times. Things went from okay to catastrophic shit show in less than a decade. Yeah. To be fair, in France, it was because they were out of touch as fuck. The issue with having a leader that never comes down to ground is that perspective is lost. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people nowadays are out of touch. A lot of people that work in the media, a lot of people that work in different fields like that are out of touch. And it's just insane. It's literally insane. Anyways, let us continue. Sorry.
Budget. You need a plan. Also, remember, adults don't need gifts, okay? Focus on the people in your life who are age 3 to 18. Grandma doesn't need slippers. If they don't live by you, don't get them a gift. Now's not the time to spend and break the banks.
Zoran's win was also basically a direct response to the housing crisis in America. So what is the GOP's response to the pie-in-the-sky, commie gobbledygook that Zoran Mamdani is selling? Surely they have a better solution.
Here we go. The White House is floating floating this idea. Bill Pulte is saying, thanks to President Trump, we can indeed work on the 50-year mortgage, a complete game changer. How does that work in dollars? Here you go. 30-year fixed mortgage right now. You're paying $2,038 a month, principal and interest on a $400,000 home. At the bottom, under 50 years, you'd save a couple $100 a month at $1,822 principal and interest. That is proposed. Do you like this idea?
I do not like this idea.
Not lowering prices, not building more housing. No, just being a good little slave to the bank for 50 years. You might as well be a rentoid forever in this case. Like, at least you don't have to fix your own dishwasher. You will own nothing and be happy. Doesn't that sound great, Gen Z? Vote for us. We'll release the Epstein files and finally drain the swamp. Awesome. Finally, justice. Here it comes, the Epstein files phase 1. We got all your favorite E-celebs here. Don't you think that's a little tacky? I mean, like, this is an international child trap. The Epstein files are on my desk. Oh, that's great, that's great. That's what we've been waiting for. Well? Oh, they don't exist. Wait, what? Yeah, the Epstein files don't exist. They're a Democrat hoax. But you just said, hey, what the f***? That's my wallet. Sorry, Israel needs new weapons. Bye. Psst. What do you want, Democrat? Vote for us. Why? What do you have to offer? Hey, that's my wallet again. What are you people doing? Sorry. Israel needs new weapons. Bye. The Epstein files are a really big deal.
We're genuinely cooked. We're so cooked. We're so goddamn cooked. You know, it's so real. It's so real. This is why no party has my loyalty. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just be real. No party has my loyalty. None. None. I don't care. It's rough out here. I want to own a home. I don't want to finance a home. I want to own a home. I don't want to be renting forever. I want to own a home. I want to own a car. I want to be able to have a house and be able to fucking have kids one day. I want to own a home. Day, stop doom spiraling. Have hope. I do have hope. I do, and I know I'm crashing out now, but we will go into our bright morning of, like, happiness in a few moments. Let me just doom for a second. Let me doom for a second and just be like, I want to own a home! It's all I want! Please! Give me a home! Give me a home! Give me a house! Please! Please, I just want a house. I want to be able to have a house. It doesn't have to be a big house. It can literally be a small house, but I want a home. Yeah, the 50-year mortgages, lifetime indentured servitude. Let's all chain ourselves to the Bank of America and doom our children to the same fate. Huzzah! I'm gonna build my own house. Day, as someone who does own a home, you never really own it. Property taxes means you are eternally renting from the government. Yeah, that's fair. It's fucking bullshit. I miss back in the days where you could just find a plot of land and just build your home and be like, that's my home. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So you're saying if I marry you, then we can both try applying for a loan for a home? Apparently. There's a house in my friend's neighborhood that's going for $500,000. We returned to the forest. Bro, I'm gonna build a tree house. That's what I'm gonna do at this point. I'm just gonna build a tree house and live in the trees. Live in the trees! Ah.
Israel needs new weapons. Bye. The Epstein files are a really big deal. This is not a partisan issue. You should absolutely care about an international child trafficking blackmail operation consisting of the most powerful people in the world. And anyone telling you to move on is coping, gaslighting, or in on it. If whatever is in there is so damning that it is a national security risk, the people deserve to know. Like, I don't know about you, but if we are paying taxes to a bunch of satanic pedophiles, I would like to know. That is information I would like to know. Like, I already know we're doing that, but I would like some confirmation. Okay, so literally as I am filming this, Trump is saying he is releasing the Epstein files. So I guess they weren't a hoax. I'm gonna be so honest. I have no idea what the is going on, you guys. I'm sure when this video gets posted, there's already gonna be more things that have happened. Also, Mike Johnson apparently said they need to make changes to the files to make sure we, quote, don't do permanent damage to the political system. If releasing the Epstein files would do damage to the political system, then so be it. Then it deserves to be damaged. It deserves to be destroyed. Just release the files. After all, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. Isn't that right, government? But I
Get the wood chippers! Get them! Get the wood chippers and load them up. I am tired. This is why I say this is why I say, no matter who you are, the second I see you, like the second I see you like glamorizing a political party, I'm like, bro. You're smarter than that. I know somewhere deep, deep, deep inside that hollow noggin, I know you're smarter than that. I genuinely agree with this statement where it's like, if no matter who you are, you touch kids, send them to jail, send a death penalty, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care what level of power you are in. I don't care. If you are a PDF file, you deserve the worst things in life to happen to you. And if you think otherwise, get the fuck out of here. If you disagree with me, then you're just a PDF file like lover. Bad. This is terrible. And again, I'm not saying, I think everybody should just be smart about what they do and what they like. No matter like what political side of the party that you're on, you should never idolize anyone. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm getting down to. Never idolize them, never believe everybody for everything. You know? Always look into things 1,000 times over. 1,000 times over. If you've read things, reread it again and again and again and again. You know? I think that's the smartest way to go about it.
After all, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. Isn't that right, government? But it wasn't just the Epstein files thing that has MAGA feeling a little demoralized lately.
Does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent.
We have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn.
We've talked about this a few times on this channel, actually very recently in the male loser epidemic video. The no talented Americans thing is a myth pushed on us by corpos and billionaires, so they can hire foreign workers who will work for less money and won't unionize. Worker drones who will work under the coercion of deportation, essentially creating infinite scab labor. Even though there are so many Americans in these fields looking for jobs. But those spoiled Americans will ask for a living wage so they can live in a 600-foot square apartment. How dare they? We can't do that. So import 1 billion immigrants. After all, it's good for business.
Folks are not thrilled about this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States.
If we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
And it's not that I want them. but I view it as a business.
Unfortunately, America does feel like nothing but 3 corporations in a trench coat. But America is not a business. America is not a corporation. It is a nation. The contrast of what Trump is saying here compared to how he used to talk is staggering. Republicans embracing populism, at least rhetorically, is what gave rise to Donald Trump and fundamentally changed the way Republicans do politics in America. If you go back and watch the debates of Donald Trump in 2016, it's crazy.
We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East. They lied. They said there were weapons of mass destruction. There were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass destruction.
All right.
I remember being like, damn, that's not how politicians in general really talked at that time. Like, we would see it from Bernie Sanders and maybe like Ron Paul, but to get up on stage in a Republican debate in front of Republican donors saying that kind of shit was unheard of. Bro was getting booed. Trump won in 2016 by decrying the bloodlust and warmongering of the Republican Party, but also by speaking to the economic woes of the average working class American. Basically saying, I see you, to people who felt like they haven't been seen by either party in a very long time. Like, I saw people in my life, my neighbors and stuff, that were all like Obama voters, like just flipped to Trump, and now like all of Long Island. Long Island is like the Florida of the Northeast, bro. It is like Trump country there now. Before Trump... Oh, my nuggies are here. My nuggies are here. 1 second.
Nuggies! Nuggie time!
It's nuggie time.
Hell yeah!
34-year-old woman, by the way. Mother, by the way. Before Trump, the Democrats basically relied on
I love
talking...
Shoe. I just... I love Shoe. Nuggie time. Speaking of nuggies, I have been loving my nuggies lately. So good. So good. Nuggies and choco milk. That is the best combo. Hands down. I'm sad I haven't had chalky milk since I've been in California. I need to go buy chalky milk mix. There we go. There we go. That's how you say it. Yeah. No. On what she said so far, is there any age where you stop loving the ultra processed pieces of heaven? No. No. Ooh, again, sorry, Dave, when Trump said that, I wanted to punch my wall. No, listen. I think it's really annoying to think that there is not any talent in America. Very silly thoughts. I think this is a little bit where I think a lot of people kind of are losing faith in the Republican Party, because the Republican Party for a long time has just been preaching and shouting from the rooftops about how we love our country. You know? Like, they were like, you should love your country. Thank you, Turk, for resubscribing! Only base people allowed, so I'm here now. Thank you, Turk! I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. What I love about America, and here, I will stand on business here. I genuinely love our country. I love our nation. I love America. I love it through and through. Mainly because I've worked in the dirt of this country. In case you guys don't know, I've worked in the fields before, and I did that for quite a while. That was the first job that I've had. America has too much talent. Problem is, our talent isn't slave labor. And that's the thing. We are people that genuinely expect to be treated fairly, to be paid fairly. And unfortunately, that has led to a lot of people not wanting to work with Americans anymore, because it is too expensive at this point to fund Americans, because we need to survive, we need to live. The amount of jobs that I've tried to apply for in our country, and they said I am overqualified and I am unfit to be able to work at a fucking Walmart, so I'm unable to make ends meet IRL. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's genuinely disgusting. Doomslayer fan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Shroomy Army. I appreciate it. It is annoying to see people not fight for our country and not fight for our people, our young people, the young people of our nation that dream of having a house. You think that the average American does not want the American life? Does not want the dream American life of having a family, having kids, hunkering down and having a house? I think that's the American dream. The sad part and reality is, even if I work 2 jobs right now, it is not enough to sustain me personally to survive on my own, let alone if I were to bring people into my life. Towers keep acting like people aren't struggling. American dream has become a wet dream. Exactly. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of a jobless bum right now, but hey, I'll probably have to get a job at some point. I think it's hard to get a job right now, so I get it. Will I survive that? Nope, don't care. It's the reset we need. I will own a house in 15 years. That is my goal. I would like to own a house. This is ambitious thinking. If I could own a house in 10 years' time. You know what? If I could own a house by the time I'm 35, I think I would cry of happiness. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't think that would be possible at all. I've been given the overqualified excuse many times too. It's rough. It's genuinely rough. Keep a good credit score and get a loan and pray to God that you can pay for it, hopefully. It's just so sad. It's so sad. It took me till I was 41 and the housing market crashed to be able to buy a house. I'm happy you have a house now, T-Roms. I'm very, very happy for you, but I'm sorry it took you that long. It's ridiculous out here.
Okay, time. 34-year-old woman, by the way. Mother, by the way. Before Trump, the Democrats basically relied on talking about how the Republican Party didn't care about the working class. But eventually, the problem for Democrats was the working class didn't care about them. But now it seems like the Republican Party is going back on all of that and becoming the Bush-era neoconservative party again, right as they're winning, embracing freaks like Lindsey Graham.
So I just want to say, I feel good about the Republican Party. I feel good about where we're going as a nation. We're killing all the right people and we're cutting your taxes. Trump is my favorite president. We've run out of bombs. We didn't run out of bombs in World War II.
Republicans, is that what you want your party to be? Lowering taxes and killing people? We tried that already. To many Republicans, the solution to the affordability crisis, wreaking havoc on Americans, is simply trusting the free market, working hard, and if that doesn't work, they bust out all reliable.
If you're a young person and you can't afford to live here, then maybe you should not live here. I mean, that is a real thing. Yeah, I know that we've now grown up in a society that says that you deserve to live where you grew up, but the reality is that the history of America is almost literally the opposite of that.
Ah yes, the classic. Just move. Just move from Economic Zone 67 to Economic Zone 69. I don't know, man. Maybe some people actually like where they live. Maybe they want to make their community better. This is like the libertarian version of just deal with it when you talk to leftists about crime. Like, no, we shouldn't just deal with it. We shouldn't just move. Maybe we can make the cities in our country livable and safe. Maybe better things are possible, actually. My husband and I moved away from our families because of his job, and it f***ing sucks. It sucks raising kids without an extended family around. Say hi to grandma on FaceTime. Not normal, not natural. When I was growing up, it was like aunts and uncles and cousins and grandparents were just coming in and out of of my house, like bringing over food, like, hey, I got some mancati. I would be babysat by my cousins and my aunts. And because we moved away, my kid won't have that. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's one reason many young people are putting off having children. The complete lack of community, the lack of a village.
Yep.
If you can't afford to live where your family lives, just move to fucking Gary, Indiana, where there's nobody around and no jobs and no family and no friends, but hey, at least you can afford a house there. That's not how life should work, Ben. Maybe take a step back and try to understand. Am I doing bird hands too much? You guys have made me so insecure about the fucking bird hands thing ever since this meme. Okay, listen, I'm a woman, okay? We are programmed to scold children. And when no children are around, we scold people on the internet, okay?
Yeah!
Anyway.
No, honestly, yes. I even do the bird hand. I'm like, bitch, listen! Like, it's like, listen, motherfucker. You guys can't see my hands, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! You guys just never see when I'm doing it, but I do it all the time. And I feel it. No wonder she's a commie mommy. Hi, O'Day. Hi, DTA. Hello. And I think this is where the government, every politician, every person right now has completely lost the value of family. Genuinely forgotten the value of family and what it takes in order to have a family. There are so many people that I know nowadays that are like willing to just cut out family like nothing is insane to me. Insane to me. I can feel when you do the bird hands. Latina PTSD? Yes. I close my eyes and she's still yelling in Spanish right now. And like my family is in California, so like my dream is to be able to come back to California. I know, I can hear it. I can hear all of you. I can hear all of you right now. Oh my god, I could hear it. I could hear the boo, right? However, I was born and raised in California. Born and raised in California. My brothers are in California. My tias, my tios, they're in California. My cousins are in California. My grandparents are in California, except for my dad's side, which I live with in Arizona. Almost everybody I love is in California. Only my grandparents are in Arizona, and that's why I'm very blessed and happy to be able to stay over there with them for the majority of my time, because I get to spend time with them as they're getting older in Arizona, because I love my grandparents very, very dearly. But I cannot imagine raising my kids. Like, I'm gonna kind of cry. I'm sorry. This is like, I've genuinely thought about this, and I'm like, I want to be able to live in an area where I'm close to my brothers, because like I want my kids to grow up with their kids. You know, like I want them to have sleepovers, and I want them to be able to go to my parents' house and to be like, Mama, Papa, you know, and like be able to like just be around my parents, you know, but it's so hard and it's so expensive. And I'm like, I always am scared, like, what if that never happens? It's very scary. Like, I just want a family, and I just want a house. Yeah, and that's a life you should have. And it just irritates me when people just throw that out, like, oh, just move, just leave, just go away, find somewhere cheaper. And it's like, okay, but if I leave, what about my family? They can't leave. All they know, everything they've built, all that they own is here. Why am I forced to leave everything that I know and love because it's just getting too expensive now? You know? And don't worry, you'll have your suburb life. I know. It's just, this is why I hate talking about politics and stuff like that. I just get so passionate into it, and it's just like, it irritates me, because it just like, then I start getting the doomer mindset and mentality, and I'm like, that's not real though. Like, I have faith. Like, I genuinely have faith that we're gonna work our way out of this. I just don't know how. I don't have a solution myself, other than just fucking starting to do stuff on my own and becoming more self-sufficient. My bio dad is kind of the same. He knows it's expensive as hell to live there, but he's the kind of guy that will live in California and die in California. Yeah. Just goon scroll beats doom scrolling. Yeah, no, for real. For real, for real. It'll happen, Day. Don't cry, mama. Things will get better. Politics is rage and a headache, to be honest. Yeah, like, I realized I was becoming the worst version of myself when all I ever did was listen to like, politic podcasts. Like, genuinely, it's so bad to just keep doom scrolling and keep listening to this shit. If I'm being honest, guys, if I'm being honest, because I know a lot of you guys are kind of like me, you know, and you guys are probably listening to politic podcasts all day. I beg of you, please listen to something else. Please, 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 please. You need a palate cleanser. She was right. Family values are becoming extinct. Speaking of grandparents, both of mine are gone. I'm sorry to hear that. Day, you are right. It feels like today's culture is making family connections a thing of the past. It's sad. It is. It really is. Exactly. I have to pull back from the news sometimes because I get too cynical and or propagandized. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The bad part is anyone that does have an idea to fix a housing and cost issues, no matter what they do, it's going to take potentially decades to make it work, and we have no leader that stays at the wheel long enough to see something like that to the end. Yeah. I think the heavy thing that I've come to terms with is that whenever I have children, my grandparents may not be here. That's why I have to listen to Vtubers. Vtubers, we here to make you feel better. I'm not kidding. Being a part of this community has helped with the doom scrolling. I'm glad. I'm going to bed, the doom spiraling, and I know there's nothing I can do solve any of my problems right now, so it's just stressing me out. No worries, Segan. If you have to turn off, I completely understand. Sorry, I'm not meaning to be a doomsday, but I hope you feel better. I only listen to the VTuber politics because there's a dash of silliness to mellow out the doom, like Kirsch News. Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. That is a fair thing. Like, yeah. It's just, I straight up bury my head in the self-help skills content because I am not equipped to contribute to the system strongly enough to have enough leverage to change things. I'll worry about it when I can make things move. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. Anyways, let us continue. Sorry I get a little passionate, a little overbearing on things. Don't mean to make you guys stress out. Sorry. I can't help it. I'm over here stressing out myself. I'm a little dramatic.
No children are around. We scold people on the internet, okay? Anyway, Nick Fuentes is a far-right commentator and a controversial figure to say the least. But his main topic he covers is Israel, which is an extremely hot topic that many other right-wing commentators seem to not want to touch. And the rare times they do touch it, it's them telling you not to talk about it, questioning why you care so much, or shape-shifting into the woke mob they fought against for so many years, calling you names, calling for you to be censored. What's funny is they didn't care about any of Nick Fuentes' rants on like race or women. They only started caring when his rants on Israel were blowing up. Nick recently did an interview with Tucker Carlson which completely ignited the MAGA civil war that was brewing on the right for some time now. It got so ridiculous that even Chuck Schumer went on the Senate floor and called for a disavowal of Nick Fuentes. Sir, with all due respect, none. Why do politicians need a resolution in the Senate to disagree with a citizen? Hello, I have gathered you all here today to disavow Hitler Bussy 420. People can't afford groceries, Charles. Ben Shapiro, in particular, has spent the last few months extremely confused and angry about Zoran Mamdani and Nick Fuentes becoming popular in the mainstream, all while his numbers continue to drop. I honestly don't think he understands what is happening here, so I am going to explain to you, Ben, what exactly is going on here. The American dream does not exist anymore for most people. Young people followed advice that worked for older.
Mooney, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Shroomy Army. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, ooh. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright. If I want to be depressed, I just turn on the news. Fair. Honestly, fair. Honestly, fair.
So I am going to explain to you, Ben, what exactly is going on here. The American dream does not exist anymore for most people. Young people followed advice that worked for older generations, and it got them nowhere. Young people are tired of this stale, moldy, old, dead consensus that has dominated American politics for a very long time. The one that dragged us into all these foreign wars and sold us out for some cheap plastic shit from China. Young people are tired of being told to sit down and shut up and pledge allegiance to the free market in a country that seems to not give a shit about them, as well as a foreign country they have absolutely no connection to. For so long, establishment hacks and establishment shills looked at the issues bothering the people and just kind of dismissed them. Can't afford to live where you grew up? Just move. Don't like that the toothpaste is locked behind plexiglass? Just deal with it. Think it's kind of f***ed up how you work 40 hours a week and still can't afford to pay rent? What are you, some kind of communist? You don't like funding a genocide with your tax dollars? What are you, anti-Semitic? If you don't address the issues of the people will gravitate towards those who are addressing those issues. It's not Mamdani's fault he won. It's yours. It's not Nick Fuentes' fault he's popular. It's yours. The tragedy of Ben Shapiro is that he led a life worshipping the free market, only to lose in the free marketplace of ideas. Now, with all this neocon rhetoric coming out of the GOP, are the Democrats going to pick up the populist ball that they are fumbling? Are they actually going to get their shit together? Well, they are trying, because they have written an article called Deciding to Win, where after interviewing over 300,000 American voters from both parties, they may have finally discovered the secret to winning.
To give ourselves the best chance to win, we recommend the following changes to our approach. Democrats need to 1. Focus our messaging on an economic program centered on lowering costs, growing the economy, creating jobs, and expanding the social safety net. 2. Advocate for popular economic policies. Moderate our positions where our agenda is unpopular, including on issues like immigration, public safety, energy production, and some identity and cultural issues.
So basically it took you guys 10 years, millions of dollars, and dozens of Microsoft team meetings to come to the conclusion that everyone has been saying forever. You wasted a decade worshipping at the altar of mentally ill Karens, and now you're acting like, hey, what if we were normal is a groundbreaking political discovery. You. I could have told you all this for free. It is a bad sign that it took you over a decade to come to the same conclusion that my audience has come to like a decade ago. And they're all retarded. Please reflect on this, I beg of you. Also, what do you mean you had unpopular positions on public safety? Like, why would you even say that out loud? Yeah, let's vote for the party that admits it was wrong about the issue of crackheads shanking people in the street. I love this quote from Nancy Pelosi randomly shoved in here.
Winning an election is a decision. You make a decision to win, and then you make every decision in favor of winning.
How deep! How thought-provoking! Thank you, Nancy. What would we do without you? Probably win an election.
Democrats have changed our focus. In comparison with the Democrats,
you can't teach stupid. If anything, I hope that's the quote that you guys remember that I say forever to the dawn of time. You cannot teach stupid. You can't. You can't do it. If someone's stupid, there's no help. There's no saving them. I just want you to remember that. There is no saving the stupid. There is never any help. Okay? You can't teach them. You can't teach them. They don't want to be taught. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Okay? She don't want to. They don't want to be saved. You can't teach stupid, but holy hell, you can spread it. Okay? The way I see stupid people... Okay, the way I see stupid people is like the birds from Nemo. Mine, because they all say the same fucking thing repeatedly over and over and over again, and there is no teaching them. There is no teaching them. Don't weep for the stupid, you'll be crying every day. Ron White, you can't fix stupid. Stupid is forever. Yeah, stupid is as stupid does. It really is. It really, really is. It really is. if people, like, I think this is also what's wrong with current politics of today. It's just everybody's so radicalized, they're not willing to sit in the middle on anything. And so a lot of these people, a lot of the parties have just completely radicalized their party, like Democrats especially, have radicalized their party so much to the point where it's like, it's like, oh, actually, we do believe that abortion is basically out the womb. Like, if the baby is birthed, we can kill it, and that's technically an abortion. Bro, what the fuck? Like, I know if you told a random person, hey, do you think that's okay? They would be like, the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid. My question is, how do they fall upwards into power? Because they just say yes. They agree with people. A lot of people in power want to be agreed with, don't want any back talk. So if you say yes enough to them, they're gonna be like, okay, you can come along, you know? It's very simple. It's very simple. A lot of people in government is yes men, henchmen type shit. Sounds like they are admitting the system is rigged and only giving illusions of choice for the masses. Yeah. Why can't have the fall face first into fortune? Focus on messaging, mind you, not actually implementing the policies, just telling people that the policies that they have no intention of implementing. Yeah, they're just outing themselves for not wanting to actually do what they're saying is gonna happen. They're just like, let's just spread pretty white lies to the people so that way they love us again. We see through your cheap tricks, bitch. Nancy, we see through your cheap tricks. They have the other type of goons, yeah. I'd have more faith in a country run by the minions from Despicable Me. Yeah, true.
Probably win an election.
Democrats have changed our focus. In comparison with the Democratic Party of 2012, today's Democratic Party is more focused on issues like climate change, democracy, abortion, and identity and cultural concerns, and less focused on the economy and middle class. The table below shows this shift. Through an analysis of the prevalence of selected words in the 2024 Democratic Party platform, in comparison with the 2012 Democratic Party platform.
This whole study is really interesting, but I need you guys to see this chart, because when I first saw this, the scream I screamed. So Democrats since 2012 have increased their rhetoric on race by, sit down, 1,137%. On the gays, 1,044%. Their rhetoric on men has decreased by 51%. It is now negative 51%. On fathers, negative 100%. They just stopped talking about that shit. Veterans, negative 31%. The economy, negative 51%, because nobody cares about that, right? The middle class, 79%, but I guess you can't really talk about something that is disappearing. And jobs, negative 47%. It somehow gets worse. Apparently voters trust Republicans more on the most important issues to them, and trust Democrats the most on the least important issues to them. Like, they literally care the least about LGBT, but trust Democrats the most with it. The most popular about least important issue.
Okay. I need to, sorry, because I know she's going through it. I kind of want to see what the fuck these charts are. Okay, the Democratic Party's priorities have changed. Change in frequency per 1,000 words of select terms in Democratic Party platform 2012 to 2014. White, Black, Latino, percentage change, 1,000. What the fuck? Climate, 150%. Okay. Guns, 725%. LGBT, 1,044%. Bro. Okay, do you see why I say we have become a more racist society? Like, why is race being brought up so much? Like, I don't think it's a hot take to say, hey, maybe not look at our race and just talk about it all the time? Why don't we call each other we the people? There is a reason why we said the people, is because we believe in people of all human beings, bro. It doesn't matter your race. Your race should not be accounted for. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I feel physically ill. I feel physically ill. Democracy 147, reproductive 766, equity 766, justice 76%. Okay, shut up. Small business, it was already negative 19, negative 23, bro. Small business owners, you're fucked. Day, you're gay. Why are you being given so much thought about a political party with zero effect? Oh my god, Democrats love the gays. Oh my god, we love them. We love them here. Thank you for loving us, the gays. Okay. Dude, I hate it here. This is okay, and I want you to realize the stuff that actually needs to be talked about. All right, I can maybe understand justice. I can maybe understand guns. Okay, fair, I guess. Fine. But the fact they don't want to talk about small businesses, they don't want to talk about crime, they don't want to talk about our veterans, they don't want to talk about work, they don't want to talk about the economy, they don't want to talk about the middle class, they don't want to talk about economic values, they don't want to talk about jobs. These are what is important to. This is your job. This is your job. This is okay. From here up, all right? No. Hold on, Shoot. Give me a second. From here up, it's like an event. You know when you're hosting like a fun event for fucking schools, right? That is what this is. This is like basically, right? If you were a teacher, and you wanted to host an event for the kids, you would do something within this. However, on your regular days, on your average day, you should be talking and explaining this. You should be discussing the majority of this. The majority of your job should be doing this. And the fun hee-hee-ha-ha moments should be about this. And that is what they're not doing. This is what is important. What the fuck? This is the actual reasons why you are in office, is to discuss this, and you are not discussing it at all.
The scream.
Okay. Childcare, not in 2012 platform. Hate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. The word hate, okay? The word hate is 1,323% it's change. Holy fuck, bro. Y'all are really saying let's give hate to the world. This is why I say love is so important in today's climate, because you want to oppose evil ass motherfuckers. You say I love. Bruh, why is hate a part of your campaign? Why is hate? Well, you are a D1 hater. That is what I'm realizing. They are D1 haters, bro. This is generational type levels of hate. I think it's mostly reference to all the hateful words. Bro, why is hate in the top of your category, though? This is some reverse flash hate, right? Well, they don't talk about the middle class because it no longer exists. Bro. This is fucking ridiculous. They are D1 haters, doing it for the love of the game. Love is harder to do than hate. That's what I'm saying, bro. Childcare, democracy, reproductive, dude, equity, transgender, trans, race, racism, racial, 132%, union, 86%, abortion, 101%. Brother in Christ, shut the fuck up. Environmental justice 33%, criminal justice 271%. Why are we talking about the environmental justice when we can't even talk about our fucking jobs? Our jobs are the lowest. Nobody's talking about the jobs. Nobody's talking about the jobs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's insane. This is insanity. I'm sorry. I'm like genuinely blown away. That's policies, not politics, bro. Oh. This is ridiculous. Look at fathers. Why is fathers down negative 100%, bro? This is ridiculous.
You guys to see this chart because when I first saw this, the scream I screamed. So Democrats since 2012 have increased their rhetoric on race by, sit down, 1,137%. On the gays, 1,044%. Their rhetoric on men has decreased by 51%. It is now negative 51%. On fathers, negative 100%. They just stopped talking about that shit. Veterans, negative 31. Them. The economy, negative 51 because nobody cares about that, right? The middle class, 79%, but I guess you can't really talk about something that is disappearing. And jobs, negative 47%. It somehow gets worse. Apparently voters trust Republicans more on the most important.
By contrast, issues where Democrats are trusted more, like climate change, abortion, and LGBTQ issues, tend to be less important to voters. You think? You think we care about the fucking... You think we care about whether we're able to fucking fornicate with each other or not? Brother in Christ, we have problems! We have problems! Drug abuse and addiction, negative 1%, bro. Yeah, because you guys... Never mind. I need to shut the fuck up. Income inequality, 2%. Terrorism, negative 14%. That's crazy! Unemployment, negative 3%. Gas prices, negative 11%. Guns, negative 3%. War in the Middle East, negative 11%. Artificial intelligence, negative 5%. The war in Ukraine, negative 8%. Students in debt, plus 2%. Sure, buddy. Sure. Dang, the party for the people, everybody. Bro. Oh my god, this is crazy, bro. Oh,
important issues to them
insane.
And trust Democrats the most on the least important issues to them. Like they literally care the least about LGBT, but trust Democrats the most with it. The most popular Democratic policies among voters are things like lowering drug prices, banning stock trading, expanding Medicare, and raising the minimum wage. While the most unpopular Democratic policies are things like abolishing the police, providing free healthcare to illegal immigrants, and affirmative action. You're telling me this for the first time. Democrats, here is some advice for free. You can't just be MAGA light. Why would people drink Mr. Pibb when Dr. Pepper is right there? You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring something different, something better to the table. And that different should be working class focused economic populism. I don't just want two neocon parties, okay? But all of this is pointless when it's clear the Dems are not changing at all. They're just gonna change their messaging. They're putting pretty wrapping paper and a bow on a big fat smelly turd. There is a chance that the Democrats may win based entirely on Orange Man bad. Again, which means they might get into office by learning absolutely f***ing nothing. Again. Then the voters will go, oh my god, nothing has changed, and then they'll vote for a Republican. American politics is just a revolving door of villains, isn't it? Rest assured, whoever wins, we lose. If you're actually gonna do this shit, if you're actually gonna do what you're saying in this little article, you better be going whole hog, not just a tip. I'm talking embracing shoe-socialism.
Yep. Let's go, shoe-socialism! We love it here!
For many years, I have been smeared as many things. Grifter, flip-flopper, fence-sitter, racist, sexist, homophobic. But I am not a grifter, flip-flopper, or a fence-sitter. I'm simply living in 2055. You see, America has been a hyper-capitalist, economically center-right, socially center-left country since about the mid-century. And I know libertarians in my audience are gonna be like, it's not capitalism, it's cronyism. Okay, whatever the f you wanna call it, it sucks, okay? So what if instead, and hear me out, what if instead we were a more people-focused, community-focused, working-class-focused, economically left, socially right country? All the data shows more people fall into that quadrant, the populist quadrant, the socialist quadrant, if you will, than the current system we are in today. If a socialist party existed, it would be incredibly popular, but it doesn't exist. And that's probably by design, honestly. The Social Democrat Party of Denmark has passed many progressive policies that liberals in America would only dream of. Protection from rent hikes, free college and healthcare, carbon taxes, and a very strong welfare system. But the Social Democrat Party also believes in a strict immigration policy. They believe that if immigration is too fast or chaotic, it puts pressure on working class communities, weakens social unity, and makes it harder to maintain their strong welfare system. Wow, what a f***ing grifter Denmark is. I feel like so many people nowadays are like terminally left-right brain to the point where like they look at issues and instead of being like, that solution makes sense to me, I believe that, I agree with that, they instead go, that's the left-wing solution, therefore I will believe in that. And it's so stupid and hyper-partisan and makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I think like a lot of left-right brain hyper-partisan people don't understand me or people like me. That's why they call me a centrist or fence-sitter or flip-flopper or whatever. And it's like, no, I'm not a fence-sitter. I have many strong opinions. You just don't like them. And no, I'm not a flip-flopper just because you don't understand the concept of having opinions that don't perfectly fall on the arbitrary, always changing left-right axis that is American circus politics. There's nothing incoherent about my beliefs on paper. None of them contradict one another. I don't understand. She likes free healthcare but doesn't want to chemically castrate children? She believes in workers' rights but wants a stricter border? I don't get it. Like, where is the contradiction? I'm basically just Bernie Sanders before he got his spine surgically removed by the DNC. In conclusion, MAGA and the Republican Party embracing populism is what made them so popular in the first place. But if the Republican Party's answer to all these issues young people are having is, F you, just move, you're not talented, maybe you'll own a home when you're 70 years old, they're doomed. Like they had a small, brief fling with populism and ghosted it. Just pumped and dumped. Like a fat whore they're ashamed of and won't bring out on dates in public.
As I'm editing this, Trump and Mamdani had a meeting together and it was very interesting.
We were discussing when Bernie Sanders was out of the race, I picked up a lot of his votes and people had no idea. When he was put out of the race, I think quite unfairly, if you want to know the truth, many of the Bernie Sanders voters voted for me. And I felt very comfortable, frankly, in seeing that and saying that. I would feel very, very comfortable being in New York, and I think much more so after the meeting. We agree on a lot more than I would have thought.
I'm sorry, this is my new favorite problematic Yowie ship. They love each other. Maybe it's not over, folks. Maybe the power of friendship and populism will save us all.
Listen, I want my kids to grow up in a safe and affordable world where they can get jobs and they can start a family and then they can have the same for their kids. And I feel like at the end of the day, that's what most people want, left and right. They just have different ideas on how to get there. It just so happens my ideas happen to be the correct ones, and if you disagree with them, you will be sent to the re-education camp. Do you want one? Do you want a nuggie?
I want
Pledge
a nuggie.
your allegiance to shoesalism, and you get a nuggie. So that was that little video.
Fuck it,
if you liked
meatball.
it, please subscribe for more. And if you want to help support the channel, donate to my Patreon, link down below. All patrons get every single video uncensored a day early. If you can't or don't want to support me on Patreon, that's fine. I don't care. I didn't want you to anyway. Baka. Okay, I will see you guys soon with a fun swap video, just in time for Christmas.
Bye, Shu. Thank you for this. Thank you for the informative of this, because sometimes I forget to like look into news stuff because like honestly it just sucks. However, I will say a couple tidbits before I go in and read all of you guys. Also, hi me today. Before I go in here and read all of what you guys are saying, I genuinely think that most people in this country are in the gray zone. I do agree with that fact. I think it is very ignorant to think that you can agree with every single thing on a certain political party without it being like radical. You know what I mean? I think it's very silly. I think it's very silly. I think at the end of the day, everybody does just want the same things. And I'm sorry that this seemed a little doomy. However, I will give some little tidbits of advice and how I think personally we can change our current situation and everything. I think that we need to become more involved. I think a lot of the average Joe people nowadays don't like to be involved because we're like, not my issue, not my problem. Unfortunately, sweetheart, this is your issue, this is your problem. Politics, unfortunately, do have a way of affecting your life. I know, crazy concept, but hear me out for a second. I genuinely think that you should research more. And I'm not even just saying that to be like oh my god, you should research and learn more. No, like genuinely, put your values on the test. You know, put your values up to test for a second. And realize where you want to be in the future, where you want your kids to be in the future, where you want your family to be in the future. Look at your current situation. Ask, what is the problem right now? And why is this not happening? What is affecting it? Can it be changed or not? Get involved with your local political areas or parties. You know, if you are very for one party or the other, get involved. If you're genuinely passionate, right? And this is the thing. Stop shaming others for being a part of a different party. Because the moment you villainize a party, the moment you do that, the moment you as a person are going to villainize every single person a part of that party. And for the party that disagrees with me the most, I don't view them as a party that is like stupid. I think of it as more of a type of way they are people that probably agree with me but are thinking of doing it in the wrong way. You know what I mean? And you have to realize that a lot of people don't research enough and don't look into things enough. And I'm not saying that you should go out and educate people. That's not what I'm saying at all. For the fucking love of Christ, stop fucking trying to educate me. Stop trying to educate other people. But what you should do is have genuine understanding conversations with people, and I think that is something that I will always stand by. Have a genuine conversation with people that disagree with you. It's okay. You can have a civil conversation about it. You can say, and here's the thing, stop just saying it and being like, well, this is what I believe, and oh my god, you need to listen to me, and oh my god, shut the fuck up, you're fucking wrong. Stop with that shit. Stop with that shit, for fucking love of God. Stop with that. What you should be doing is saying, hey, this is what I believe. This is why. And I'm like, I want to know why you believe otherwise. Ask questions. Also, it's very okay if you ask questions. Now, there are going to be radical people that are just going to be telling you, shut the fuck up, you're a fucking bitch, you're a fucking whore, whatever. Like, they're going to call you a grifter. They're going to call you all kinds of names. Those people, feed them to the wolves. They are not the people that you should be having conversations with. Those are not people right in the head. Those are asylum people that are on the loose. Okay, they are probably going to sacrifice you to the name of Slenderman. You don't want those people. You don't want to convince those people. You don't want to talk to those people. But it's good to have a good understanding of the people around you and the people in your area and the people that you talk to. You know? The moment you stop taking information from both sides is the moment you failed in learning more about the current climate of today. Never shut yourself off from learning more. Never shut yourself off from people. Don't isolate yourself. Don't do that. It's never good, not for you, not for your future family, and everyone else in between. It's not good. Okay? Be passionate. I'm not saying to lose your passion for what you believe in. Stand up for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. I highly, highly agree with that messaging. But also, be willing to listen. Be willing to listen. Be willing to have a conversation. Be willing to kind of take a back seat and just listen every now and then. Because the way I see it is that people that are in different political parties than you could be because they grew up in a different type of environment. And they have their reasons for why they believe what they believe. And that doesn't mean that they're wrong. It just means that they were taught differently than you, or they haven't been shown different sides of your political party. You know, don't explain why you should vote, but explain why you need to stop voting for parties who don't share your values. Exactly. Have genuine conversations with each other. And more than anything, educate yourself more than anything, because I think that's very important. Start becoming self-sufficient as much as possible. I genuinely think that we very much do dive into a lot of consumerism, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that we should try to learn to do ourselves, so that way we can make things a little bit cheaper on our end. It's really hard, and I know it is expensive to initially go into it, but once you get a little self-sufficient in something, it'll help you in the long run, depending on what you do. Of course, don't buy fucking 50 chickens and think that you're gonna be fine on eggs. That's not how it works. But just be grounded and listen to each other. Listen to everybody, you know? And I genuinely believe that we, as a society, are going to get better. Genuinely get better. The more that we have open conversations with each other, I genuinely think we'll be able to make some changes in this world. So understand that your voice also matters. You matter. Like, even if you think like, dude, I can't really do anything about it, you matter. Your voice matters, and what you believe in matters. So don't second guess yourself. You know what I mean? Day, you are talking too much sense. Actually teaching kids how to function in the world. Why would you do that when they can teach them useless things? Day, you are making too much sense. Day, you're right. If people actually question things and develop their own ideas, people are actually wiser when they listen as well. Otherwise, you are in a cult mentality. Yeah, I mean, it is human nature to question things. I think that is very, very important for all of us to understand. It is important for us to question things. The moment you stop asking questions is the moment that you lose a part of your humanity. And I am afraid of what you are willing to do because you do not question things. Continue to question things. No matter where you are in life, question why this is happening. Questions are very, very, very important in this day and age. So let your curiosity run wild, because sometimes you have to question things. You are amazing, Day, and you give me hope and believe things will get better, and I know things will get better for you too. Thank you. And you know, we're gonna get better together. The more I am in this community, the more I see that there are people of all different parties that are willing to come together and have genuine discussions and question things and be willing to accept feedback and be willing to understand people's circumstances and situations. It's given me a lot of hope, and it's shown me that there is still good people out there. There is still good love out there. There is still a lot of good things out there for people in our modern day and society. But yeah, of course, God gave us free will, so use it. Use it. The moment you stop believing you can accomplish something is when trying becomes harder than moving a mountain. Never stop trying. Exactly. Even if it feels like you're beating a dead horse, keep going. Keep going. You're gonna do fine. You're gonna do great, sweeties. I'm super proud of all of you guys for how far you guys have come. Keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting for your survival. Keep fighting to have the dream life that you want to have. No matter what, I think if you put in the effort and the energy and you believe that it will happen, it will come to fruition. So constantly speak over yourself. affirmations. Like, I know that sounds dumb, but genuinely, if you keep telling yourself, I'm going to make this happen no matter what, if you say, I am going to afford a house one day, no matter what, I am going to have a family one day, no matter what, you are going to constantly continue to improve yourself daily in order to reach your goals, because you're going to slowly mentally start preparing yourself for achieving those goals. So again, if you feel something, you want something, say that it will happen. If you believe it won't happen, it won't happen. Exactly. Stop telling yourself that it's not going to work. Stop telling yourself it's not going to happen. Stop telling yourself that you don't deserve it. Stop telling yourself you're too old. Stop giving yourself all these boundaries, because the world is already giving you a million boundaries as is. The world is already against you. You do not need to be against yourself as well. Honestly, have a childlike faith that you are going to accomplish things no matter what. Think of it in a genuine, like, sense of survival, all right? The way I see VTubing, genuinely, because I could not get any jobs besides VTubing. VTubing has been the only thing that has worked out for me so far. And the only reason I think it's genuinely stood out for me and, like, it's doing so well, not only because I love it and it's my passion and it's my dream and because of you guys, but also because I continuously told myself, if I don't have this, I have nothing. And when you have that survival instinct of, I need to make this work no matter what, you will be able to break boundaries that the world places against you. You will be able to do whatever you believe will happen. Because when you think of a mentality like that, you have nothing holding you back. You have nothing left to lose. You have nothing left to throw to the wind. You know what I mean? Thank you for inspiring me to be a content creator, even if it is just to make fan compilation or skit videos. Of course, I'm happy to be able to do that. And nothing will be perfect the first time you try something. It takes a lot of trial and error to make it to the point that you want it to get to. Exactly. Nothing is ever going to happen first try, ever. What matters is that you keep trying. You get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going. And you know, this is like a perfect, like, circle back all the way to, like, when I was talking about my family and, like, my family's issues and everything. They were hit with the hardest parts of life, but they got up, dusted themselves off, and kept going because they had something to fight for. You have something to fight for. Even if you're not willing to fight for yourself right now, fight for the future family that you want. Fight for your future wife that you want. Fight for your future kids that you want. You owe it to them to improve yourself daily and to continue growing. You owe it to them, let alone to yourself. You owe it to yourself for happiness, but if you don't love yourself enough to that point yet, trust me, fighting for your future family, fighting for the future people that you want to love and that you will cherish, the people that you will die for, fighting for them will give you a strength you've never imagined. Don't strive for perfection, just do what you can and what you're best at. Exactly. Then again, I don't talk to very many people, so it's not like I get to those type of conversations often. I will often high school DxD 4K Uncensored Director's Cut because that is my American dream. As a wise man once said, nah, I'd win. My American dream is to just own a full set of samurai armor, never give up, whatever your goal is. Exactly. As long as you get up every single time, every scrape you get is a reminder to what you strive for. Exactly. Oh my, compilations of you could be way better. I just need to tinker with the effects of YouTube Studio app. No worries. Do whatever you want to do. I appreciate it regardless. But I just wanted to give a couple moments of reminders. You are going to be good. You're going to be fine. I believe in you, sweethearts. Sorry, I was a little bit doom and scroll. But genuinely, I'm cheering for each and every single one of you, just like I know you guys are cheering for me. We're gonna cheer each other to the top, bro. To the top! To the tippy top! Alright? Sorry to get a little sappy, but I gotta be real with you. No, I believe in you. I believe in you. Also, if you guys have not, make sure you guys go like Shu's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to her. She is amazing. Thank you so much, Shu, for always bringing up these conversations so that way we can have these types of conversations and discussions with each other. I want to make video games. Then do it. Start learning to code. Take the first step and know that you're going to fail in certain aspects, but keep doing it. There's nothing holding you back than just your own dumb brain trying to get in the way. But I was given free will and I chose to walk a VTuber around cons. Thank you, James. You're good, love. That's why we're here to keep you on your feet when you crash out. I know. And you guys ground me, like genuinely ground me. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful for you all. I was given free will to draw fat anime titties. If that's what you love, then you do it. You do it. You do what your little heart desires. All right. I was born to be an anime girl with fat titties. You know. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for always being here and always like listening and like cheering me up when I'm down. I love you guys. You guys are the greatest. Never give up, brothers. If not for yourself, then for somebody else, or even if it's your dog. Exactly. Always fight for your family's future. Exactly. Even if you don't have a family now, even if you don't think you can have a family, fight for them anyways. Improve yourself anyways. Clapping fat booby Latinas. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know I got it. Oh, hell yeah. I'll still never get over the dude at the con who had his jaw drop when you did that toggle. Boing, 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 boing. But I know today's kind of a shorter stream, but I think we'll leave it there. I think that was a good way to end things off today. I can't wait to get out of the dating game for real. You gonna do it. I believe in you. I think we'll end things there today because I think that was a good topic just to go off of. I know usually we go up to like 4 hours, but we will be doing a even longer stream on Wednesday because we will be reacting to Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Shu does take your breath away, doesn't she? She sure do. She sure do. I love me some Shu. Had a pure moment of neuron activation. Yeah. By the way, Day, what are you planning for Thanksgiving? I'm going to bake cheesecake. I'm gonna make mac and cheese. All Day streams are short streams because Day is a shorty streamer. How dare you? Thanksgiving stream with fajitas? Nah, not fajitas. I don't like fajitas. They're bad. But oh, Day, OBS started working again. Hell yeah! I'm excited for you. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait for our collab. Yes. Also, because Thanksgiving, we're not going to be streaming on Thanksgiving, but we never stream on Thursday, so that's fine. But I will not be streaming on Friday this week because, you know, Black Friday. So, yeah. A reminder, Dick Cheese always makes a kiss of the... I can't stand you. Anyways, YouTube, I'm gonna leave it there for now. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. We will be having a longer stream than usual, reacting to Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye-bye!